Hello, computer issues. Hello. How you guys doing? Hello. Hit that like button, guys, on the way in. Don't forget to share the screen. Share the live too. Hello, Snowdrop. It is much better. It is so much better today. I got some rest. Hello from Florida. Hello, SW. I deleted the video by accident that I did last night. And it just wasn't as the best work. Hit the like button, share, join the chat, and it's the Mimi Show. I know that's right, Snowdrop. I got my ladybugs on for Megan's ladybug sandwiches. They did not look good. Them sandwiches. She was doing real good until she got to those sandwiches. And I liked the balloon arch that she did. And I didn't like the goodie bags. The goodie bags was a plant. It was stupid. And then when they decorated it all up, it didn't look kid friendly. It looked adult friendly. And she was like, well, the kids will just run and play in the yard. And do what? Play kickball? And you're not going to have any activities for them? She didn't say as much. And the elevation of it all. Everything is elevated. Meghan loves talking about herself. Sorry about that. What if I get a job and they want me to use my own laptop? I wouldn't be able to do it. I would have to go and buy a whole new laptop. But normally the company provides all the equipment. So I sat through the second half of Meghan Markle's show, and it was with Mindy. And Meghan is just too perfect. Everything has to be perfect. It's so perfect. It was boring and not authentic. It just feels fake. And her show is not doing too good. It's not getting good reviews. Like I did like the balloon arch that she made. That was pretty neat. The balloon arch. But like the goodie bags, they sucked. She put like these little gardener tools in the bag. And then she put like a pot. And then she put some peas in there so you can plant your own peas. And she's going to give that to the kids. Kara wants some candy and some toys. She doesn't want a garden. She went, Mom, what's this? I don't know, babe. Just put it over there. I don't know. Just put it over there. Hello, lovely Snowdrop. Hello, SOW. If you're coming in, please speak. Say hello to me. Yes, say hello. When you come to people's houses, you have to say hello. Well, I think she did do some of it. I really do believe that she created some of the arch Snowdrop, because she had the balloon blower upper thing, the balloon machine where you blow it up. Yeah, and then she had this little thing that creates the balloon shape. It was pretty neat. It looks like it was pretty easy to do, and it gave me an idea for my daughter's birthday. But I don't know. It's just easier to pay somebody to do it. But the food she had for the kids was weird. Some sandwiches, this is what she had for the kids for food, okay? The fruit tray was beautiful. I like the fruit tray. The rainbow was nice. Good idea. I'm sure she got that off of Pinterest. Then she had a what was I finna say? The sandwiches, okay? And you know how there's a cookie cutter and you can cut it into heart shapes and different shapes and stuff like that. So she had them in heart-shaped, star-shaped sandwiches, which was elevated. That was her elevation of it all. But it was cream cheese, cucumber slices, and yuck. Who wants some cucumber slices on a sandwich? Kids are eating hot dogs and they are eating chicken tenders and macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. They are not eating crusted off sandwiches with cucumbers in it. And then that's when she made the ladybug thing. Like Carol was going to run up to it and say, "Oh, that's cute. Let me eat it." Carol would have played with that ladybug. She would have played with it. But the food for the kids was a flop. I don't know what she was thinking when she made them cucumber sandwiches. Okay. Yes, it was a fake-a-do. No ticket for you, Megatoe. No ticket for you, Megan. Snowdrop. She would have told Megan, look, no ticket for you for making these cucumber sandwiches that nobody wants to eat. How nasty? It's a party. If you can't eat bad at a party, then why even go? Like, what the heck? And where was the cake? This would have been the perfect time for her to make the cake. She didn't make any cake. The dessert was a fruit tray. I could show you some pictures of my baby's birthday party. It was beautiful. The cake was an art form by itself. Just beautiful. I'm going to use that same lady too, if I can get her to make my daughter's cake this year. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie Campbell. Hello, Heather. Hello, Debbie Campbell. Hello, Heather. Beautiful little children. Love that. Love your picture. I remember little Charlotte with balloons in Canada, maybe. I don't know about you guys, but my daughter wasn't going to be eating no cucumber sandwiches. Where is the pizza and hot dogs and chicken tenders? That you know what kids are going to eat. Meghan made those sandwiches for the kids. It's a kids' party. Why not make it kid friendly? The food was disgusting. Ain't it all about her cooking? It's all about her cooking show. She dropped the ball. The only thing that was going on was that rainbow tray with the fruit, and the other thing was the balloon arch. But nothing else was going on. Nothing. The food was disgusting. These cucumber cream cheese, it just looked nasty. Oh, and then she had to elevate it. Hello, Salone. Thank you for speaking. Hello, Debbie. Good night, sweetheart. Hello, Hudson. Good to see you. What a waste of food. Did she compost the waste? Not on this section. Not in this particular episode. But I know Mindy was sitting there thinking to herself, my kids ain't going to be eating this stuff. My kids is not going to want a goodie bag with a rake and a fork in there. It literally was she took some garden tools, put it in a bag, a goodie bag, a pot, I think she put some soil in there, like everything you need to make these peas, sweet peas. Kara, come on, we finna plant some sweet peas. I think not. Anything, put like a cookie thing in there. That would have been a nice gesture. You know how you make chocolate chip cookies, maybe create a chocolate chip cookie bag. But it wasn't kid friendly. She missed the mark. Cucumber sandwiches are lovely if made properly. For who, Snowdrop? For adults? For a derb? I can see that as a derb or like a little side thing because the sandwiches wasn't but this big. Bigger than this hole right here because they were shaped, heart-shaped and star-shaped. But all I could think about was the kids. What the hell are the kids going to eat? My baby ain't eating no cucumber sandwiches. Sorry. Hello, Judith. Were there any kids? Were no kids there? Were no kids at the party or no invites for the kids? Snowdrop. There was no kids at the party. No ticket for you, Meghan. If you were going to create this party type of, and this is such a good question, Snowdrop. If you were going to create this party like for kids and the balloons and the fruit tray and them nasty looking sandwiches, where was the kids? Mindy, why you didn't invite your kids over? And Meghan, why didn't you have your kids over so they could play together? So we could see the kids interact. She's sitting at that rent a house looking like an idiot, like it's her house. Then she made this one statement. I made the jam. She was talking about her jam. She's talking about the TIG. Nope, not the TIG, suits. And she was talking about her jam. How I cooked the jam in my kitchen, on my stove, and in my garden, and I did all of that from my house. She wanted us to know that she didn't do that from the rent a house. First of all, we shouldn't be at no rent a house anyway. We should be at your house. She's not authentic. Why would you rent out a house to have guests come over to a house that's not even yours? That's just like not having a guest at your house anyway. It's like not inviting someone to your house. You're not inviting someone into your space. And she keeps talking about inviting people where they are and coming in where, and all this other stuff. But she's a hypocrite or contradicts herself because she's not doing any of that stuff. Oh, where you going? Oh, I'm going over Meghan's rent a house. Oh, you're not staying at her house? No, she don't want nobody there. It's crazy. The whole show it doesn't make sense to be cooking at someone else's house and calling it a show. The goodie bags, them goodie bags, just throw them goodie bags right upside her head. Oh, that's for the Monticello collab almond kids. Chicken what, Lady Letitia? Chicken tenders, chicken nuggets, some little chicken bites. I don't know. How do they do it in England when you have a party? What kind of food do y'all have for the kids? Okay. Question. I want to know, for a kids party, what's the usual food that you have for a kids party? It's definitely not no cucumber sandwiches unless I was giving that to the adults. But kids are very picky. Very, very picky. And they're going to eat a hot dog. Some kids are going to eat hot dogs. My baby won't, but it is what it is. Pizza is always a good one. And chicken tenders and little chicken nuggets. A little corn dog nuggets. Food they like to eat. Fruit's good. I love the fruit tray. Right? But let me tell you. That on mute. Was on mute long? Okay. It really sucks. My computer is doing weird stuff. Anyway. We used to organize a Christmas every year for the children of our church. All wasn't even going to do a live. And now that it's jacking up every 5 seconds, our church, our home baking kids had fun and got a little present. No garden tools needed. Some seeds, some peas, some sweet peas. Sweet. And I know Mindy was like, this is some, I was. Yeah, it was like a movie set, Debbie. It was just like a movie set. Exactly. 1, 2, 3, action, go. Go, Meghan. It looked like she was acting. It was a movie. It was like a show. So it really wasn't like a reality type thing. And then she's giving us all these tips and stuff. Trying to be careful with my hello, Holly Sensitive. Her fake kids are 3 and 5. They are not gardening. I know. She said my kids love doing this. They love gardening. Okay. Depends. Pigs in a blanket, meatballs. There you go, highly sensitive. That's real food. Not those it literally like some fancy sandwiches you would get at a wedding right before you get ready to eat the real deal. But even then, you would want highly sensitive food. The pigs in a blanket and the meatballs. Sometimes sandwiches and sausage rolls put mostly cakes and crisps. See, cakes and sandwich. Well, I don't know. Like I would get the sandwiches for the adults, the sausage rolls. Okay. If she doesn't want to show her kids, she shouldn't be doing kids parties on a camera. Yeah, it was so odd. Like we were gonna like at the end there were gonna be a whole bunch of kids and stuff hanging out. She should have just rented some kids. It was so yeah. It fell flat. Ice cream, jelly. I don't know what that is. Eaten mess, scones, sometimes pancakes. Oh. If the party was for little girls, maybe a tea party and they fancy type sandwiches and little cakes. Okay, Debbie. So that's what it was. It was like a tea, she had it set up like a tea party. She had it set up like a tea. She had it set up like a tea party. But it was real fancy. Like it was like real fancy. Real I do apologize, guys. I don't know. It's like my computer has a mind of its own today. It always does, but it's really jacking up today more so than norm. But bear with me. Now, I get that. I don't think my daughter would want to sit there and play tea. She would get bored with that real quick and be like, Mama, let's go swimming. Let's go do something else. What's next? Like I said, when I had my parties, the kids come over and I let them just run wild. Go upstairs, go in her room, go in any room you go in, there's some toys. So you're going to have something to play with. It's Toy Central. And then when y'all get through playing with the toys, the food is always out, just ready. Anytime you want to eat, you can just go in the kitchen and start eating. And there's plenty of food. And then they may go swimming. And then when they get through going swimming, they come and eat. And then I have their little goodie bags. But Meghan had these weirdo goodie bags. Cupcakes, chips. See? And it wasn't a tea party for kids. It was a tea party for grown-ups. I mean, it was like real elegant and nice and neat. And it looked like if you touched anything, you might get it dirty. You know, like it wasn't kid related. It just ice cream. It wasn't no ice cream. Now the baby shower, yes, no drop. There you go. There you go. She should have just did like a baby shower. A baby shower. Yep. Good idea, Sundrop. Banana splits, Sundays, highly sensitive, right age and child interest would be a factor. They have places here where you can have tea, go and rent out a room and have tea and do the tea thing. Yeah, but Kara wouldn't want to do that. I already know. Sliders. Yep. Sounds like the episode of Criminal Minds where the unsub women and held them prisoner at her tea party. Prisoner. Peanut butter and jelly. That's what she could have. Now, I think she did make some peanut butter sandwiches. She did add some peanut butter. And of course, she had to use her jam. And talk about it. Yeah, bouncy castle, face painting, Sonic theme party, lots of dancing. Exactly. Hello, Donald. Good evening. First time here. I'm Angela. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. It was the Meghan Markle Look at Me show. Kids party, food, hot dogs, chips, or pizza cut into bite size. Exactly. She has a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. I'm like, yes, Donald, Angela. Okay, now I'm hungry. Let's welcome Donald. She's here for the first time. And actually, her name is Angela, but I probably won't remember that. I'll try. Were the balloons beige? No, I have some videos to show you guys. But her clothes were. Now, she did have on this one dress that was really cute at the end. It was cute. The dress was pretty. I think that's the best she's ever looked. I have a couple of craft activities ready and then let them run a wild. Yep, craft. See, that's good. They come in, and I don't know why they take off their shoes. They love taking off their shoes, and so you don't have to take off your shoes. You're good. So anyway, they come in and they go straight to the toys. They go straight to wherever they want to go to. And I tell the parents, let them play. Let them go. There can't hurt nothing in here. There's nothing in here fragile enough for anything to go down. It is what it is. But I want the kids and the parents to be relaxed, have fun, feel at home, and just, yeah. I have adult drinks too. Yippee, alive. Hello, Sue. Oh my God, my daughter's balloons. I have them all on the stairs. And then she has like this arch thing for just to take pictures. And then I have balloons everywhere. I love balloons. I love the balloon effect. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that kind of party this year because mommy still hadn't got a job yet. Letitia, I sent you lots of little clips and also sent you the baby Donald clips, the preschool apprentice. Okay, thank you. I'll take a look. Hello, CCC. Sugars have made death threats to a celebrity chef who said Meg's show was no good. What? I thought Sugars were on her side. Sound like they mad. Yep. Walking Spider-Man. Hello, Raina. I hope I'm saying that right. Rainy. Meghan is a nobody. That's correct. Beige balloons would have been hilarious. She did have them color. She did have some color. Oh, yeah, we would have a great time. Because I think of everybody. I want everybody to have a good time. The moms, the dads, the kids. Everybody bring your stuff. Get your stuff. We're all getting in the pool. There's some drinks, adult drinks, and it's just fun. I haven't had a party in a while. Sorry. Okay. Mimi show. Let's hit it. I got some damn wooden today. Okay. It's the Mimi show. This song is dedicated to Meghan because she's the Mimi girl. So this song is the Mimi show. If you're new, everybody say hello to Raina. I know I'm pronouncing her name incorrectly, but she's new. Let's show her some love. It's the Mimi show. It's the Mimi show. It's the Mimi show. The Mimi show. It's the Mimi show. The Mimi show. It's the Mimi show. It's the Mimi right. The Mimi show. It's the Mimi show. We have a local hotel that does teas. Nothing more precious than the photos of a dad and granddaughter taking his little princess all dressed up to tea. Just so magical. Such a memory created. That's beautiful, Debbie. Thanks for sharing that. I haven't heard from Isabella yet. She said she would email me when she feels better. Oh, I could have. Her birthday's in July. So I could try to like mentally get ready for that and maybe have it at the house still. The chef was giving a negative opinion of the cooking show, and now he's receiving unaliving threats from the Sugar Squad. That's a shame, Sue. Me too, Hudson. I can't believe Netflix didn't use this for the show. It would have been a hit. Raina. Beautiful name. Hello, Salone. I did. Show. Yeah. Which one, Salone? Hopefully she'll be sleepy now. Little bit is taking a nap. Oh, she would love going out of town for her birthday. Snowdrop. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there was a different song. It was like a Motown song. I have no mod. I have Snowdrop. Snowdrop's a mod. Snowdrop, do you know how to adjust the I think we're good. Honestly, I think we're good. Let's get into it. We're gonna look at some reviews. Okay, let me see, Salone. Let me see which song this one might be it. Okay. We'll do the reggae one. It's the mini show, the mini show. It's the mini show, the mini show. It's the mini show. Yeah, like it goes slow or fast. If it's either regular or speed it up. Hello, Susan. Oh, Debbie, great idea. Let the kids make their own pizza. That would be fun. I think my daughter would need to be a little older. Her attention span is too short. She'll get bored. Yes, I have several versions. Okay, so can you put it on fast? Or what levels are they? If you can tell me that. Yes. Yeah, but not with her party. We have a lot of games, and when I try to tell her how to play it, she plays it the way she wants to do it. We have match games. We have books. We got puzzles. Oh, she's got a lot of stuff. I need to have a garage sale. Okay, normal, snowdrop, normal. Thank you. Where it is. No slow at all, just normal. Thank you. I bought her this thing. It's a mat. And you dance on it. Let me get it. The baby got all kinds of stuff. So she's got this thing right here, right? And what you do is you turn it on, okay? And you pick what you want. Easy. And then these things will start lighting up. And when they light up, you step on them. Okay. She doesn't play with it. But I'll play with it. If I play with her, she'll play with it. But she doesn't play with it that much. But she doesn't have a twister. That's the closest thing she has to a twister. Yeah. We played it before, but she doesn't play it that often. But when we do play it, I play with her. I'm like, step on it, step on it, step on it. Yeah, she likes her trampoline. I think she likes the smaller one better though. It's huge. But she does. She played one time we were both in it. I told her I'm too big. Mommy's too big for your trampoline. And I'm in there jumping or hanging on by a thread. And then some kind of way, the whole thing started tipping over. And we started going. We tipped over. I was scared for her. And she was like, she just crawled out. She was fine. I'm the one that was stuck and looking stupid. She's up. Yeah, she's up. Okay, let's get to Dan Wooden. Let's get to your girl. Okay. I thought this one was interesting. Okay, which one do I want to play? God, which one was it? Is it this one?
Meghan Markle's new 8-part series, With Love, Meghan, is sparking reaction around the world.
Some pretty...
Okay, this was a good one. Let's do this one.
She has lied about whether she knew who Prince Harry was, and these like details about her childhood change and don't add up.
She's even losing the woke-topian Netflix, the Hollywood names who for so long.
Why can't you guys hear it?
Off your nonsense.
Yeah, the thing is,
this is
she won't believe that she's not perfect. She won't believe.
You guys, we can't even hear it. There's always something going on. Let's try this. Okay, playlist. And I don't know why I put it under.
And she's global. That's it. She's got global influence. That's what she keeps on saying.
Some pretty awful raw.
Okay, here we go.
She has lied about whether she knew who Prince Harry was, and these like details about her childhood change and don't add up.
She's even losing the woke-topian Netflix stars now. The Hollywood names who for so long claimed that they agreed with Meghan Markle's contention that there is institutional racism in the United Kingdom, and that was the reason behind all of the criticism. But now she's lost fellow Netflix star Catherine Ryan, who, remember, was behind the series actually called The Duchess on the streaming platform, and Omid Scobie too, which is quite something. The propagandist in chief. Royal YouTube sensation P. Diner will analyze all of this with me in just one moment. But first, let's have a look at how Catherine Ryan revealed that Meghan Markle was indeed lying about her marriage to Prince Harry, and actually what she knew about the Duke of Sussex before meeting him.
It does feel like she has lied about whether she knew who Prince Harry was, and these like details about her childhood change and don't add up. Like she said on her.
Okay. So are you guys, are they telling me that in the beginning, Meghan didn't know who Harry was? Like she didn't know? Is that what P. Dinah does look pretty? Hello, Regina. Yeah, don't be afraid to speak in the chat. She stalked H for years. He was her client at the Soho House. She first targeted Andrew, but Fergie shut that down. Guys, question, and I'll wait for the answer. Are you telling me that Meghan said that she didn't know who Prince Harry was? Did she? Is it when she said, I didn't know who he was, I was just wanting to know, was he nice? Was it during that time? Me said at the engagement interview, she didn't know Harry. Never Googled him. She's an American. We don't have royals, right? Snowdrop. She's lying. That's that stupid stuff. That is just so stupid. That is stupid. That is the stupidest thing I've heard all day. Just the stupidest is stupid, and then it's more stupid. Everybody knew who Prince Harry was. Heck, Kara, my 4-year-old know who the hell Harry is. Come on. That's that stupid stuff. Everybody knew who Harry was. We didn't know who the hell you were. She's trying to change history. She's trying to change facts. You big liar, you. That was her first lie. We should have knew then she was lying. I didn't remember hearing her say it. I just remember her saying that she didn't Google him. But now I think back when she said, I didn't know who he was. I just want to know, was he nice? She's lying. She's lying. Why is she lying? Right. Okay, she lived in Canada and our queen is on the money, but she never knew royals or Diana's son. Y'all not trying to come in here, are you?
She's good. She just went over.
Thank you. Yes, she said didn't know who he was, anything about the royal family. She's a liar. Then didn't she take a picture in front of the Buckingham Palace when she was a child? Didn't she write in the TIG something about Catherine's wedding dress, or she would be a rebel? Meghan is getting caught in her lies. This is that stupid stuff. This is shocking to me. And that's why this celebrity, I don't know who she is telling us that she believed Meghan was lying about not knowing who Harry was. Everybody knew who Harry was. Babe, didn't you know who Harry was?
Yeah. Yeah.
Meghan said she didn't know who Meghan. She knew who he was. She knew exactly who she. How the hell do you not know?
She knew. She knew.
She
She
knew.
tried to play like she didn't.
She tried to play stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know who he was. I was just hoping he was nice.
Yeah,
Is he nice?
Right, right.
She didn't piss me off. Yes, she claimed she didn't know him. That is crazy. Oh, we were all told she was a A-lister Hollywood. Weird. No, she wasn't. No, that's a lie. Yes, she did a while back, but she knew she was one of those yacht girls. She knew him before the yacht. Yes, she did a while back, but she knew. Highly sensitive introvert. Yes, she did. She thought she could seduce him and replace Catherine William. But when they went out, she wore Diana's perfume. Okay? Thank you, highly sensitive. Bring it on home. That's why she's not likable. That's why we can't. I wish Joy was here today. Jay, our Joy friend that comes every now and then. This would have been a good one to explain to her how Meghan lies and know that she knew who the hell Harry was. Everybody knew who the king's sons are. Everybody's just stupid. She is staying with the story because the real reason is she looked hooked up with him. I don't know why she's sticking to that story. And then she's lying in these documentaries. She's telling stories, talking about she's got friends from middle school that she's been hanging out with, cooking for. What friend that you have in middle school that came to your house while you cooked in one of your shows? I need to, this is so serious. She said, I've been hooking up with my friends in middle school and everywhere. It's just good to get together. You ain't hooking up with nobody in middle school. That's not true, Meghan. She is so fake. She's a fake-a-do. I don't know how she's gotten away with lying so much, other than her popularity being in the tank. There are no real consequences. Exactly, lying to us. That's why she's not liked, because she's lying and she's not real. She's faking. She wants us to think that Harry chased her. Harry didn't have to chase you. You needed to chase him. You needed him. You used him for these moments right here. Her liar moments. Being on Blue Mary, whatever her name is, Drew's show recently. The Soho House. Yes, when traveling with Nanika. Yeah, she was rude in the TIG, but she didn't know them people. Andrew, her pre-HTV interview are resurfacing to debunk her current lies. Oh yeah, remember when they asked her the question? She was on Netflix, or it was on a show, and they said, if you could have William or Harry, which one would you choose? And she said, I don't know, Harry. And they played that, but she said she didn't know who he was. Just let that marinate. I can't believe you didn't know about this. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know that this is what I didn't know, Debbie. I did not know that Meghan was running around saying she didn't know who he was. Like she didn't know who he was. Like that. Like everybody knows who he is. But she's acting like she didn't know who. Countries know who he is. I didn't know that. It gave me a whole new perspective. She's insanely smart and double major in international studies, but doesn't know. She's playing coy. Joy, are you here? Oh my God. Nose. Snowdrop. Yeah, she was the yacht girl. She started learning about royals when she was a kid. Remember, she wanted at the party. Yeah, CCC at the party when she said she was the queen. She knew about the royals then. I didn't know who he was. I just wanted to know, was he nice? Maybe I forgot, Debbie. Because I remember her saying that. I remember Meghan saying, I just want to know, was he nice? Trying to pretend that he was chasing her and she wasn't chasing him. You were chasing him down like a hawk. Yes, she did take a photo in front of the castle. She got called out by her girlfriend's mom when she said she never watched Diana's wedding. A friend's mother said Meghan had the wedding on tape. Okay. Thank you, Angela, for that. According to sources, Northwestern does not offer international studies as an undergrad degree. Wow. You know, I could call, you know who's really good at getting receipts? Danny Robinson. If you don't know who she is, she's a great content creator. She just made 15,000 subscribers. Check her out. Danny Robinson. I love her because she just tells it like it is, and she has receipts, and she's good at it. She called people out in their lies. Maggie and Jaguar. Them two. Oh, really quick. Do you know that the cow called me when I'm talking about Maggie? I'm calling her a cow. She said I was thirsty. I think she's just thirsty. Someone told me this. And because I was at Ralph's door. I like to listen to Ralph. I enjoy him. I like a lot of different content creators. The only content creator that I don't like is Maggie and Jag. And I can definitively say that, you know, that before I've never had an issue with anyone. You know, it is what it is. But she said I was thirsty. Trying to say, I don't know what she meant by that. Maybe like I was, I want to be on someone else's panel. I want attention or something like that. I can come on my own platform and get attention. I don't need to go anywhere else. So she just makes up stuff and says stupid stuff. She's weird. She always calls people weird. She's weird. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Respond to the BS. Debbie, yes, dear Wally has been going on about that for years. She cleared out a section in Wimbledon, and Wally was way ahead of her time. Oh. Oh, look, she didn't even have on the right color, CCC. Okay, now that I done got over the shock of her line talking about she's never met Harry. Yes, talking about she ate fast food all the time and TV dinners. The latest is a pre-H TV clip saying she ate from a table food in fancy restaurants. Now in her cooking show, she said she was a latchkey kid eating fast food and TV dinners. Yeah, she said that to Mindy. Jack in the Box. And then that's when Mindy said, Meghan Markle, you ate at Jack in the Box? Like, I can't believe it. She says, you know my name is Sussex. She was so rude. I would have said, no, I didn't know. Oh, interesting, Debbie Campbell. She probably said that at the palace and Angela Kelly was having none of it over Tiara Gate. Yeah, she took the little girl's crown and wore it. Come on, I'm the queen. She was stalking him all over the world. She was on a manhunt. She was getting old, wasn't no more suits, and now she needed to find a rich, powerful man, and she found him. She hit gold. She struck it. But she probably didn't realize what an idiot he would be. Ralph and Donut call Hooter, I'm going to call her Hooter, a man apparently. They do not like her. They don't, and they have a reason to, because she talks crazy. She talks about everybody. If you're going to talk about everybody, get ready to be talked about. Shut the hell up talking about people. But then she'll say, they're talking about me. They're talking about me. Lady Letitia, she's just Lady Letitia, she's just thirsty. She's weird, man. She's just weird. I can't talk like her. I'm gonna have to try. Just full of it. Okay, Snowdrop, you can slow it down, please. Not like way down, just a little bit, because I'm behind. The brink of stalking. Oh, Paula called a double major out. She's projecting. I saw that too. I saw that clip when she was on Chop Jr. and made the frame to the table claim a couple of years ago. Glad to see it coming up again. I saw that too. Like she is a food connoisseur. Like she's a chef. Where, Hudson? On what part? The lion? Receipts? Yeah, see, that would be good to play a clip of her line. Okay, so
her new Netflix show that it does feel like she has lied about whether she knew who Prince Harry was, and these like details about her childhood change and don't add up. Like she said on her new Netflix show that they ate TV dinners growing up, but then in an old interview, she's like, we would eat farm fresh, just little things. Her whole act just seems like
I'll show you that
very
in a
manicured.
moment.
wow. She's calling her out on her lies. Like you guys just said it. She's calling her out on her lies. The TV dinners. Yep. She's calling her out on her lies.
And very forced. And I was like, she has lied about whether she knew who Prince Harry was, and these like details about her childhood change and don't add up. Like she said on her new Netflix show that they ate TV dinners growing up, but then in an old interview, she's like, we would eat farm fresh, just little things. Her whole act just seems like
I'll show you that
very
in a
manicured
moment.
and very forced. And I was rooting for her. So I think
Yep.
I've known a lot of Hollywood people. They're not bad people. I certainly don't.
Debbie, she changes her story when she was a kid in every episode. Yes, he did, Kimura. Did a dumpadoo. It's exactly what he did. He did a dumpadoo. That's what we're going to call it. A dump-a-do. Dump-a-do. That's the word. Right. Netflix had to do a voiceover with Meg after her shows with her fake pals because Meg never asked them any questions. She only spoke when it was about her. That's why this show is so bad, because all she talks about is herself. Mandy was on there. Just the jam was wonderful, Megan. Oh, I made that in my kitchen, in my stove, and on my countertop at my home. You dress so nice, Megan. Cartier, somebody else, and whatever. Did nobody tell you to give us your wardrobe? It's embarrassing. She's an embarrassment. The only, like I said, it was the balloons and the other thing. Let's continue.
She's a bad person.
Oh, she is.
But I think, she likes cozying up to celebrities, and she wants the 1 million and very forced. And I was rooting for her. So I think
she's not a bad person. She is a bad person. Where is that at? Here it is, right here. Yeah, he dumped his whole family for her. She's a bad person. That solidifies that. Bingo. Okay, Snowdrop, and I'm not going to keep getting on your nerve, but make it regular, okay? Oh, no, she's never going to. She's stuck like glue. He didn't mess himself up for life. Am I not what? Embarred. Jack in the Box. She lies like a Persian rug. She is her own worst enemy. I enjoy spending time here with you and this awesome group. Have a nice evening or morning, whatever everyone is from. Mwah. Please come back and hang out with us and hit subscribe, share, and like on your way out, Angela. Thank you. It was great having you. She showed unconscious bias when she sent home the only Black kid and let the white kid remain. She's a racist. Listen to this lady talk about her.
I've known a lot of Hollywood people. They're not bad people. I certainly don't think she's a bad person.
Oh, she is.
But I think, she likes cozying up to celebrities, and she wants the $1 million deal, or $100 million deal, like anyone would. And she likes the fact that she's married to a prince, like, of course. But I would rather someone lean into that and be like, oh my God, like I used to be on Suits and now I'm married to a fucking prince. Like I would rather that.
Right. Me too. Wouldn't you rather that than listen to her pretend like Harry was chasing her? No, I would be tripping. Guys, I'm married to a prince. Come on. No, she thinks she's the queen of the family. She's the queen. I'm the it person. I got it going on. Look at me. But no, it's your husband that got you in the door. It's your husband that got you in the door. And like she said, I would be so excited that I'm married to a prince. I would be like, oh God, I'm married to a prince. Pinch me. I know Catherine is
a bad person.
Oh, she is.
But I think, she likes cozying up to celebrities, and she wants the $1 million deal, like, or $100 million deal, like anyone would. And she likes the fact that she's married to a prince, like, of course. But I would rather someone lean into that and be like, oh my God, like I used to be on Suits and now I'm married to a fucking prince. Like I would rather that.
Yeah.
Than this act of like, oh, I'm just so humble. So I don't know if you guys are watching this like Flower Sprinkles Netflix show that she's got. But it's really revving people up. So Netflix continues to try to make Megan Sussex, formerly Meghan Markle and technically Meghan Mountbatten happen. With her latest peek behind the royal adjacent curtain entitled, I'm Just So Humble. So I don't know if you guys are watching this like flower sprinkles Netflix show, $100 million deal like anyone would. And she likes the fact that she's married to a prince, like, of course. But I would rather someone lean into that and be like, oh my God, like I used to be on Suits and now I'm married to a fucking prince. Like I would rather that than this act of like, oh, I'm just so humble.
Yeah,
so I
lean
don't know if you
into
guys
it.
are watching this like flower sprinkles Netflix show that she's got. But it's really revving people up. So Netflix continues to try to make Meghan Sussex, formerly Meghan Markle, and technically Meghan Mountbatten happen.
Yep.
With her latest peek behind the royal adjacent curtain entitled With Love, Meghan.
Yeah.
Described as part Martha Stewart, part Ina Garten,
Yep.
part Alison Roman, part totally unnecessary. The 8-episode lifestyle show is a follow-up to her decidedly unmoving podcast and docuseries that landed with respective thuds, in which the rogue duchess espouses things as inaccessible as sourcing beeswax from your local beekeeper to as basic as arranging fruit in a rainbow order. But one culinary embellishment that is turning heads is Meg's penchant for sprinkling, hopefully, edible flower petals on any dish that she thinks could use a
Everything.
pop
No
of
more
whimsy.
edible
Flowers
Cake,
are
donuts,
on
fruited tape
everything.
platters,
You're
rainbow
right,
fruit salad,
Debbie.
frittata, and so on. These are known as flower sprinkles. And I've seen this.
Yep.
You know, I have seen it from chefs. They like to put wild garlic or flowers or something on it.
I want to read this, what Debbie Campbell said. Sue Clark, no, she is herself, like South Park showed. She's empty. She has no true self, only gasping for things others have or are. Debbie Campbell, I could not have summed that up any better. You hit the nail on the thing. You hit it. She is being herself. She's acting, but she's acting herself. There's two sides to Meghan. There's a real bad side that the employees get to see and Harry get to see all the time. And then there's this fakery. And so it's hard for her to relate to people because she's so fake during the off times. If she practiced to be nice during the off times, it probably wouldn't be so bad when she comes on these shows. I'd rather her be, and this lady is telling her she's putting flowers on everything. Do you hear me? She's putting flowers on the kids' sandwiches and the ladybugs. The ladybugs had flowers first, and then they had the little tomato, and then she started painting it. Right, me too. I would rather be an outright snob than be a fake nice. Just faking it all the time. At least she would be real. That's a good one, Hudson. Snowdrop, can you speed my chat back up, please? Meghan thinks she is all that in a bag of crisp. Everyone who isn't Hollywood is beneath her. Oh, yeah. Once again, I'm late to the party. Damn, I wish I could catch her live from the beginning. Hello, Camilla. She needs to say, yeah, y'all, right. I did have a plan to stalk him. Yep. She should have said it. I would have joked about it and said, well, I was looking for something, or, you know, I knew who he was. I was excited when I met him. I didn't fancy the ginger pig. I only want, yes. CCC. She needs to say, yeah, y'all are right. I did have a plan to stalk him, and I didn't fancy the ginger pig. I still don't fancy the ginger pig. I only wanted to marry him to make millions and get lots of freebies. You guys are hot tonight. She's gotten worse with age and more isolated from people in reality. Exactly. Isolation. How you gonna cook a show and not cook in your own kitchen and go rent a kitchen, but you want everybody to embrace you and get to know you and be, like you and see something different in you. And we keep seeing the same thing. Fake-a-do. Forgot the other word, but that one is a fake-a-do. It was on To Me for 14 a pound called Flower Fireworks. No, it was a joke, Debbie. Oh, guys.
A meal, and I'm not about it. And I also don't think it constitutes an entire cooking show.
P. Dinah, she's lost the Woke-topians.
It doesn't take a
fellow
whole
Netflix
cooking show
stars,
with flour.
Catherine Ryan, is even turning on her. What do you make of it?
I just think it was a sign of things to come eventually. People, once you really get to know and see who Meghan is, you really don't like her. And I think a lot of people were very curious in the beginning. Well, why are you speaking like this about her? What is it about her? And it's really hard to explain. You just have to see it for yourself. You have to experience it
You do.
to know why. It's the it factor that is not a good thing for her. It makes you cringe every single time.
It does.
Because imagine this. Imagine if she was your friend. Would you really truly like this person? Would you feel this kumbaya? I like you, and speak all these niceties about her. No, you more than likely wouldn't, because you see how she treats people. You see how she's trying to be something that she is not, and people despise that. We are in an age now where people need to see things that are real. We need to feel things that are real. That's what social media has done. It has opened the world up to being authentic. People are sharing their authentic selves online. That's what we want now. And Meghan is going back to the Hollywood of like when there was no social media, when everything was run by the PR agencies, and you could gaslight people to make them believe one thing, and people would never know who you really were because there was no social media. But I think now we're in a different age and people want that. They crave it. I mean, the Kardashians have been great at exposing and showing their raw selves. I mean, I know some of the show is scripted, but in general, you see their lives very up close and personal with giving birth and their divorces and cheating scandals. And they talk about it. They address it. But what Meghan is doing, she doesn't address the obvious, and she expects us to really just be on board with what she's trying to paint for us.
Yep.
And we despise that. It's like, why are you lying in our faces and not coming at us in a real way? That is something that we don't like. And she continues to not want to address the elephant in the room. And this is why people eventually...
It ain't even the elephant in the room. It's just the elephants that she creates. She just keeps lying and lying. Like she's... my middle school friends and stuff, it's good. I wanted to do this show because my middle school friends, no one, she doesn't have any. Then talking about she went to Jack in the Box when she was a kid. But then you hear her talking about how they had gardens and they were picking things, It's like, which one was it, Meghan? No, she's not relatable. No one can relate to her. It's hard to relate to her because she's lying all the time, making up stuff, trying to make herself be relatable, but can't. And then when she does, it's awkward. It's really awkward. When she was singing that song, all the boys in the yard like my bacon or something like that. I'm like, oh God, don't do it. Don't try to make yourself relatable. A mid-range somatic narcissist. Meghan is probably jealous Blake Lively is stealing her attention. What is going on with that? Like, I don't know what's going on with it. Are they in court? I could report on it, but I wouldn't. I'm going to have to start looking it up. Snowdrop. Hello, Marcia. She was 100% a reflection of narcissistic mother in the very first engagement interview. So I could see right through her. She was telling Harry what to do. Don't divulge that, Harry. That would just not be a nice thing to do. Our friend wouldn't want. Shut up. Someone priced up that face mask Meg made and said, we would all have ingredients in our cupboards. No one ever heard of half of them. Cost of buying ingredients came to about $80. That's right. She's working for the CIA. Who, Meghan? Oh, Wally told us what Doritos had growing in their garden. That was her Mimi moment. Neurodivergent. Letitia, I would love to chat with a doctor and talk about mental health issues and all the diagnoses that are present. That would be amazing. Oh, God, yeah. I don't think they are in court yet, but okay. Ariel Emanuel came out and mocked Justin. Oh, that's shocking. Co-worker are being used. Okay. Let's get back to this. Hi, Joy. Yeah, that stupid stuff. Archie and Lilibet have a British accent. The hell they do. No, they don't. They're going to have an American accent. They're going to sound like us. Oh. Her and Daddy playing. Oh, my goodness. The lies. Like, we not supposed to believe that. And we wouldn't know anyway because you don't show the kids. Yeah, I wasn't going to come on. Then I was, and I wasn't. Hey, guys, hit that like button. Share. And hit that like button. A Calevo accent. What is that, Snowdrop? I don't know what that is. Sorry. Oh, see, I wanted to hire a nanny for my daughter when I go back to work, and I wanted her to speak Spanish all the time to her. Just don't ever speak English. But I ain't went back to work yet. We heard Archie with an American accent asking if he could use the water hose. He seemed afraid of her. I would be. She's probably correcting them every 5 seconds. No, that is not how you do it, Archie. How can they have an American accent when Papa Harry is never around? Good question, Sue. California Valley accent. It is a sick woman. She's cracked. I wonder if H will be able to use her craziness against her so he can grab the kids and go home, throw enough money at her and get the hell out of there. That is such Camilla. Good one. You come right on time with some good juicy stuff. That is right. Pay her off. Marcia said, gag me with a spoon. Oh. Yeah. Valley girl. Mom, I'm going to the mall now. I need the credit card. It's like Susan has her card and I need mine. Duh. Hey, Letitia, you mentioned Isabella in your pre-recording video last night. I know she's sick. Is she okay? She hasn't responded to me yet, guys. But I want to check SCJ. Thanks for asking. I mentioned her in the beginning of Yes, I got an email from her. Ooh. Okay. 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 She's doing good. I'm going to get to the part where she's doing good. Okay. Luckily, okay, she says she's got her own room and she's in peacefully sleeping. She said, I miss you all, especially you, but the whole community. She misses all of us. She says, I miss you all, especially you, but the whole community. I hope I can be present again soon. I'll write more when the fever has subsided. Okay. I'm just going to kind of respond really quick to her and say thank you so much for responding. And I'll write more later. Okay. And so she's doing good, guys. That's good news. She's doing okay. She was able to contact me. Ain't no kids. Whoever is with them, whoever is with Little Bit, would you ever, whoever is with Little Bit, would you ever? Yes, she's still in the hospital. She is still in the hospital, but she's got her own room. What else I was gonna say? She wrote me some other stuff, but that's private. But she did leave a small note for all of you guys and say that she misses you and she wishes she was back here with us live, but she's getting some rest. And I can send some messages back. Yeah, I don't know if it's a cold. I thought I lost my voice, and then it became congested. So it's got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Okay. Oh, I love the hearts for Isabella Snowdrop and the flowers. I will, Susan. I will definitely do that. I know. He is, Gene. You're absolutely right. The childhood trauma will be off the charts.
Come to see the kind of person she is because of how she keeps trying to paint who she is when the reality we see is something that, that's not your reality, Meghan. Why are you trying to act like this is who you are? And we don't like it. And so this is why I think people that once liked her don't like her anymore, because they can see it for what it truly is now.
COVID.
And it's really interesting because Dinah, Catherine Ryan has been going on a journey. So she has been going on a journey from sort of the left-wing woke world to turning. And look, you could say there are some commercial reasons behind that. Of course, as you say, she is now having to be genuine on her own podcast. She is having to be honest about how she really feels. But part of this is just the facts, because you're a liar if you say Meghan didn't lie. And with Love Meghan, I mean, look at, for example, and Catherine Ryan did reference it in her podcast, the clear evidence that she lied about what she ate when she was growing up.
I really enjoyed eating your food. This dish reminded me of the kind of food that I grew up eating in California, like that real sort of farm-to-table fresh, really.
I was a latchkey kid, so I grew up with
okay, wait, here she lied.
And also a lot of TV tray dinner.
Genuine on her own podcast. She is having to be honest about how she really feels. But part of this is just the facts, because you're a liar if you say Meghan didn't lie. And with Love Meghan, I mean, look at, for example, and Catherine Ryan did reference it in her podcast, the clear evidence that she lied about what she ate when she was growing up.
I really enjoyed eating your food. This dish reminded me of the kind of food that I grew up eating in California, like that real sort of farm-to-table fresh, really.
I was a latchkey kid, so I grew up with a lot of fast food and also a lot of TV tray dinner.
Bullshit. No, you didn't, Meghan. You're a liar. Because in the first clip, Pete died when she was on Inside Edition, before she had to paint an untrue story of herself as some sort of victim. There she is saying she ate farm-to-table fresh in California growing up.
I saw it was on X. I saw Paula M had posted that and I couldn't believe it. And there's another one that's coming out too. There's going to be more, Dan. Trust me. This is the first one because she has done so many things to lie. And now the interviews from the past are going to come meet with the interviews of the present. And you're going to see a lot more of them. And this is what people are seeing. This is what I'm talking about. Once you experience and see who she is, you're like, wait a minute, that's a lie. What are you talking about? And that's what people are going to see more and more of. And that's what's going to make them not like her. Because think about it. Like I said, when you have a friend and you see your friend behaving in a certain way, you start to take that personally. You're like, wait a minute, or are you lying then to me? And that's why people are not liking her, Dan, because they're seeing it for themselves.
Just lie.
I mean, the internet's forever. All these things are going to come back. And this is just the beginning. I'm telling you, Dan, it's just the beginning. Because now with her show and all the things she's saying, more is coming out.
Totally. And I just say, Catherine Ryan, welcome to the party. But I've just got to work on you now about the whole institutional racism and the royal family thing, because it just isn't true, Catherine. But we'll get there. We will get there. Right. She hadn't finished, though, P. Dinah. Watch.
Whether they love something or hate something, whatever keeps them watching more episodes, and they're posting loads about it online. If this was Netflix's intention to be like, let's throw Meghan under the bus, like personally, where even the people who really liked her are sort of turning, not against her, but like, this is just, she just doesn't seem to be the kind of gal that I would want to be friends with. It's too manicured. It's too babe. whether they love something or hate something, whatever keeps them watching more episodes and they're posting loads about it online. If this was Netflix's intention to be like, let's throw Meghan under the bus, like personally, where even the people who really liked her are sort of turning not against her, but like, she just doesn't seem to be the kind of gal that I would want to be friends with. It's too manicured. It's too beige. And this clip that's going around where Mindy Kaling is in her kitchen and Mindy's like, oh, who would have thought that Meghan Markle eats at Jack in the Box? And she's like, I am Sussex now. My last name is Sussex, and it feels so wonderful to have the same last name as the royal family. I mean, my children. I don't even think, think less, honestly. There, I've said it. I think less of women who change their name anyway.
So then we get a bit of the woke feminism in there, P. Diner. But still very interesting. And I think what is particularly fascinating is Meghan Markle is signing up to some of this idea that actually there is some type of secret sabotage going on within Netflix. She doesn't trust anyone there now. This is all a great big conspiracy. But it's not, is it? They've done their best, but they're only working with some pretty awful raw material where the only interesting moments that went viral were the moments when you saw Meghan close to explosion point, showing her true self.
Right. And that's what people want to see. And at the end of the day, Netflix is a business. They are trying to make money. This is not about being your friend and trying to show loyalty to you. Are you making them money? And if you're not, the reality is you're not. And they're going to go to where the money is. And so Meghan, what she does in all of her geniusness is she wants to, tell people you're the reason why I'm failing. She wants to blame people and never take accountability. You'll never get anywhere like that. You're going to always fail because you cannot seem to see how people want to see you as a real person. And if you're not doing things that are making them money, they don't want nothing to do with
something, whatever keeps them watching more episodes and they're posting loads about it online. If this was Netflix's intention to be like,
sorry about that,
let's throw Meghan under the bus, like personally.
Ooh, my daughter.
Where even the people who really liked her are sort of turning not against her, but like, she just doesn't seem to be the kind of gal that I would want to be friends with. It's too manicured. It's too beige. And this clip that's going around where Mindy Kaling is in her kitchen and Mindy's like, oh, who would have thought that Meghan Markle eats at Jack in the Box? And she's like, I am Sussex now. My last name is Sussex, and it feels so wonderful to have the same last name as the royal family. I mean, my children. I don't even think, think less. Oh. Honestly, there, I've said it. I think less of women who change their name anyway.
So then we get a bit of the woke feminism in there, P. Diner. But still very interesting. And I think what is particularly fascinating is Meghan Markle is signing up to some of this idea that actually there is some type of secret sabotage going on within Netflix. She doesn't trust anyone there now. This is all a great big conspiracy. But it's not, is it? They've done their best, but they're only working with some pretty awful raw material where the only interesting moments that went viral were the moments when you saw Meghan close to explosion point, showing her true self.
Right. And that's what people want to see. And at the end of the day, Netflix is a business. They are trying to make money. This is not about being your friend and trying to show loyalty to you. Are you making them money? And if you're not, the reality is you're not. And they're going to go to where the money is. And so Meghan, what she does in all of her geniusness is she wants to, tell people you're the reason why I'm failing. She wants to blame people and never take accountability. You'll never get anywhere like that. You're going to always fail because you cannot seem to see how people want to see you as a real person. And if you're not doing things that are making them money, they don't want nothing to do with you. Maybe look within yourself, Meghan, to see that it's you. It's not other people. And that's why I always say, Dan, get your popcorn, because we're like, well, what are you going to do now, Meghan girl? What you going to do now?
Yeah, what you gonna do
because
now?
You just don't get it. You want to keep pretending like it's everyone else's fault. And it's never going to be something that is going to put you in a good light when you're always blaming other people, you know?
But
I don't fault Netflix at all.
No, but P. Dinah, even the propagandists, even the freaky little weirdos who used to make their living from being the Sussex Squad propagandists, like Omid Scobie, have disappeared. Look at this post from Tori Bakahe, who wrote, "Note how none of Markle's friends, in inverted commas, are supporting her latest TV flop. Not even Scobie, the one who was so loyal that he served up vicious lies about King Charles and the Princess of Wales on her behalf, causing unimaginable stress and worse."
I knew that was coming. He's been markled. He has been markled. Omid Scobie, as of today, he hasn't said anything about her show. Now, why is he silent? Remember, he wrote that book on the end game, playing games, was in California getting information from Meghan to put in the book that Catherine and Charles are the two that actually said something about the skin color. It was Catherine and King Charles. She would have been better saying my dog Rock-a-Doolittle. Catherine don't care. Just stupid stuff. It's going to hurt the monarchy if the kids are black. What the hell? It didn't make sense. Meghan is this impulsive liar and just goes around lying for no reason. Just lie after lie after lie. Unnecessary lies. Here's another lie. Omid Scobie has left the building. He said he is done. He didn't say it, but I'm saying it for him. I'm talking for Omid Scobie. He lost his job. He can't get no decent job anymore because his journalistic skill time is over. Nobody wants to hire him after Meghan. Nobody wants to be a part of that in-game crap that he put out there. And then he was lying. Then he put it in the book and said he didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't put their names in a book. Lying. And the lady that translated the book had to let him know that I just did exactly what was on that piece of paper. Why would I add names to a book? And even the publisher said, wait a minute, Omid Scobie, you're not going to blame that on us either. He never admitted that he did that. They investigated it. Imagine this. Imagine you write a book, okay? You know you're going to put these names in there, but you know it's going to be controversial. Say you Omid Scobie, you write this book and you put these names in there. But then when it comes out that the names were in there, everybody's panicking except Omid Scobie because he did it on purpose. Then he lied about it and said he didn't do it. He had to come out later and say that it was in an earlier version, I believe. But he lied. And you know Meghan knew that was going to happen. I believe Meghan knew all about the book, all about it being leaked, and those names being out there. Because Omid Scobie said he was going to tell us who they were. He says, I'm going to tell you who the two racists in the family in the book. He said that he was going to tell us, and he did. And I believe Meghan pushed him to put that in there when they were friends. She was helping him write this book, like she helped Harry write Spare. Trying to keep that lie going about racism. This is what I was going to say. It doesn't make sense that because of his skin color, he's not going to get security. That don't make sense. Like someone said, oh, okay, we'll stop a bullet from hitting your mama, but if it comes towards you, Archie, there's nothing we can do about it. Because of the color of your skin. Does that make sense? No. And Oprah should have said something. Her light bulb should have came on and said, wait a minute, this don't even make sense, Meghan. What the hell you're talking about? Harry's white as snow. You look white as snow. Your baby's gonna come out white. That's that stupid stuff. Owen Scobie has left the building. He is upset. He mad at the gruesome twosome. I knew he would be. I knew he would be markled one day. I knew it when he wrote that book and ended his career is when he got markled. Nobody wants to work with him. Nobody wants to work with Owen Scobie after he lied about putting them names in the book. And okay, here we are. Forgot. We were investigating. We're investigating. Okay. Owen Scobie is running around like everything is cool because I didn't put the names in the book. But everybody else was frantic. He knew the publishers was frantic. He knew this lady that had translated the book was really disturbed and confused and was scared about losing her job because of Owen Scobie, but he didn't care who it hurted. He didn't care who it affected. He just wanted to make sure those names got in that book so we would know. Now he's sitting on the sidelines wondering why he can't get no job because you did some stupid stuff. Well, nobody trusts you. So if you was doing it for your girl, she has left you. She didn't moved on to, you haven't heard that she's moved on to her new show and she doesn't need you anymore? Why she didn't invite him over for a dinner? Since she's got friends from middle school and back in the day, you got all these friends. You don't have any friends. He does not want to be her friend anymore because he realized he was being used. You were used like a ping pong, like how that ball go back and forth. Used. Okay, we got it on normal, right? I'm behind. Just keep it on normal. Keep it on normal. But he was used and abused. No, her show is doing horrible. You guys okay?
Yeah, she's in the other right.
Yep. Isn't that something? Owen Scobie getting kicked to the curb. I think it's shocking. He wrote books for Meghan they were best friends. He wrote the End Game. It was a whole big to-do. Huh? Oh, I thought he said something about the book. It was a whole big to-do about the book. Don't y'all remember the book? King Charles, it was just right after his coronation. No, Camilla, you said it. You summed it up. There's no summing her up. You can't sum her up into one thing. There's no such thing. You can't sum her up because there's so much going on. Because you have to call out the lies and the treatment of people. And you can't tell me that Obin Scobie ain't somewhere crying in a corner talking about he been markled. She didn't left him in the cold, in the dust. After the book was over, he was no more use to her. He's no more use to her. He probably calling her and she ain't even answering the phone. See, he's got tax problems in the UK. Look, he's got issues. He was working with the Queen. He had a great job, and he went over there to the enemy and turned on the royals and started speaking for Meghan, like her spokesperson. Now he left out in the cold. He is left out in the chill cold. Reminds me of Murph. But Murph brought that on himself. She is addicted to lying. She is addicted to lying, rewriting the story, saying something different each time to fit in. It's almost like that, you know, when you were a kid or whenever you'll say, oh yeah, somebody say, do you know what that is? You know what Junebug is or something like that? And you'll be like, yeah, I know what it is. And you know the hell you don't know, but you just say you know anyway, so you won't look stupid. That's Meghan to me. Oh yeah, I went to Jack in the Box trying to relate to us. Then on the other restaurant place, you said you were used to this kind of food because you grew up with this kind of food. Change the story to fit your narrative at that particular time. Oh, Miss Scobie ain't doing too good. It is a flop. I'm Cupid. Hello, by the way, Cupid. I call BS on Popcorn Planet's analogy. Here's the deal. It's a flop. It's dying down. It's not going to be one of them shows that people keep watching. Or, oh, I'm going to watch that show. All the hype happened in the beginning. So yes, she hit that mark. Can she stay there? That's the question. Is she still there? In the reviews, I just don't think, I think people were curious and they watched some episodes, but I don't think this was a hit at all. Obin Scobie has been kicked out of the club. That's something.
Being the Sussex Squad propagandists like Obin Scobie have disappeared. Look at this post from Tori Bakahe, who wrote, note how none of Markle's friends, in inverted commas, are supporting her latest TV flop. Not even Scobie, the one who was so loyal that he served up vicious.
He sure could. I sure would. I'd be like the real Meghan Markle. He would make some money off that book. Get a clue.
Lies about King Charles and the Princess of Wales on her behalf, causing unimaginable stress and worse, complete silence from the snake now. And that's because Scobie realizes the game is up, right? But first, the reason you're watching this show is that it's becoming increasingly difficult to trust mainstream media But P. Diner Kahe, who wrote, note how none of Markle's friends, in inverted commas, are supporting her latest TV flop. Not even Scobie, the one who was so loyal that he served up vicious lies about King Charles and the Princess of Wales on her behalf, causing unimaginable stress and worse, complete silence from the snake now. And that's because Scobie realizes the game is up, right? But first, the reason you're watching this show is that it's becoming increasingly difficult to trust mainstream media or the so-called fact checkers who claim to determine which facts are true. Subscribe through my link and think for yourself. It's been a game changer for a news junkie like me. That's ground.news/outspoken. But now, back to the show.
Yeah, he knows it is over. It is over. And I think for him, the biggest way for him to even get his branding back is to say, hey, look, I've switched to the other side. It's over. I'm going to give you all the inside secrets to now Meghan, because I think that would be a big turning point for him.
It would be.
To kind of rise up and be almost the hero, because he will give a lot of great insight into who Meghan is. And I think staying quiet is a big sign that, for him, he's no longer on that train. And I'm hoping that he will come out and reveal some things that have happened with his relationship with Meghan. But I think a lot of people are going to start leaving and, not really staying with her, because when you do stay with Meghan, you're not winning. You are going down with the ship if you are still on her side, because it's not something you can defend. You can't try to make her the hero. You can't say, she's done nothing wrong.
That's why he ended up with
this is something that you have to wake up to the true reality. And I think people that are doing that are going to see, this was just not good. And so they have to come out and do what is right. And eventually, Dan, it is going to be Harry. Because I think he's close to doing that. I mean, look at this picture. You see this picture right here that we're showing? Everyone is smiling pretty much. Or let me try to think. There's another one with this shot right here. Harry is the only one who is not smiling. And I think that is just something internal for him that shows he's just not feeling it. Yeah, he's a hostage.
That was his hostage video moment. You are right to point out, by the way, of course she did treat Omid Scobie like a piece of dirt. Now, I have no sympathy for Omid Scobie, though, because he, for commercial reasons, put up with it. Put up with her lying, put up with her throwing him under the bus and saying, oh, no, I had nothing to do with this awful book, when we all knew that was a lie. So more fool him for claiming to be a journalist when actually he was a propagandist. But look, it's also not going well at all in terms of Meghan's relationship with Netflix. I hinted at this before, P. Diner, but a exclusive here from the Daily put up with it, put up with her lying, put up with her throwing him under.
Yeah, he's a hostage.
That was his hostage video moment. You are right to point out, by the way, of course she did treat Omid Scobie like a piece of dirt. Now, I have no sympathy for Omid Scobie, though, because he, for commercial reasons, put up with it. Put up with her lying, put up with her throwing him under the bus and saying, oh, no, I had nothing to do with this awful book, when we all knew that was a lie. So more fool him for claiming to be a journalist when actually he was a propagandist. But look, it's also not going well at all in terms of Meghan's relationship with Netflix. I hinted at this before, P. Diner, but a exclusive here from the Daily Express, where they say Netflix regrets the £85 million deal, which they say has not paid off. An insider telling the British newspaper, it doesn't matter how much Netflix try and spin this, With Love, Meghan has not been a success, either critically or commercially. It's been savaged by critics the world over. Sure, there have been a few lukewarm reviews of the series. I mean, I have to be honest.
That's right, Sue.
But in general, it's been poorly received. The source goes on, Meghan and the Netflix PR machine tried to gloss over the failure by having the Duchess post on social media that the show had broken into the top 10 rankings, but it just as quickly dropped out again. Even the SAG Awards, which aired in February, is still in the top 10 global list and has been pretty consistently, while Meghan's show is nowhere to be seen.
It's flopping. It is not doing a good job. McDonald's burgers they're small. Yes, he should write a tell-all. I would. But he's been markled. He has definitely been markled. She rewrites her history every 5 seconds, Heather. I bet she made him sign. I bet she did too. If she made a 5-year-old sign an NDA, since she made a 5-year-old sign an NDA, a 5-year-old, these are 5-year-olds in New York City, had to sign an NDA. That's that stupid stuff. What is little Kira gonna get online and say, I saw the princess today? I don't think so. First of all, she wouldn't have went to school. No, you're not meeting no fake princess today. Unless she wanted to. But she ain't no real princess. Oh. M lies so much. She is horrible at lying. She is, and she's so so for real with it. No, Omid never worked for the Queen. Oh, I thought he worked for like their reporting section. He was a second level royal reporter, and to say he and Meg were friends is a very loose definition of friend. You think, Debbie? They were friends. I'm curious because he's writing books for her, and he's getting his information from Meghan, especially those sections about William and Harry's relationship. Oh, Miss Scobie, what do you got to do with their relationship? Nothing. Yep.
And not surprisingly, P. Dinah, the ratings for the show are
Netflix.
Far lower than Harry and...
It's a flop-a-doo. It's a flop-a-doo. It's a flop-a-doo. It went into flop-a-doo. What has happened is that Meghan put out a show. Everybody wanted to see it. Not everybody. Those that are curious watched it in the beginning. They could barely let it get out good. All the journalists was watching it. Kinsley Schofield and them, Dan Wooden, they couldn't wait to watch it. They watched it. They binged watched it. And made that in the Sussex Squad too. And for some odd reason, it got to 9 or even higher than that in the top 10 list. You have to stay in that list. She was only in there for 15 minutes. She was in there as long as she was in the royal family. That's how long she was at the top. She always starts here and then it comes all the way down. She married a prince. She left the royal family. Now she done went back to the TIG. This is TIG 2.0 in Instagram and showing loving pictures of her and Harry. Did y'all see that recent picture? Okay, my daughter just took this picture of me. She drew it. Let me see if I can let it. Oh, I want to show you guys. It's so funny. That's mommy. Oh, I said, who is that? That's mommy. There it is. That's mommy. I said, oh, okay. Oh, okay. So poor Omen Scobie. Do we feel sorry for him? No. Netflix is saying they gave her $85 million for this show and Harry and Meghan. That's it. This is all she could give them. I mean, they couldn't even pull anything out of her. It's luckily she even got a part on Suits. It's so shocking because she can't even act in this cooking show. It's so bad. At least Martha Stewart is authentic, and you can feel and you can really feel the love that she puts behind her stuff, and it's realistic crafts. She's trying to be a Martha Stewart. No, girl. You got to have skills.
Meghan, the documentary series, and Royally Sage pointed out that Meghan's show had way less viewers than she has followers on Instagram, low-key showing how many bots there are on her account. So bots. All of this, P. Dinah, does seem to point to the fact that this
fake. Everything's a fake-a-do. I got to fake my friends now. I got to buy bots. Did she buy bots before? When back in the day? This is a question for everybody. Question. Oh, okay. SCJ, or can you slow it down a little bit? I'm behind. God, what was the question? Shoot. I hate when that happens. What was he saying? Netflix.
Are lower than Harry and Meghan, the documentary series. And Royally Sage pointed out that Meghan's show had way less viewers than she has followers on Instagram, low-key showing how many bots there are on her account. So all of this, P. Dinah, does seem to point to the fact that this has not been...
No, remember when she got her very first website, the Sussex Royals? Remember when she was still in the royal family? And it was Sussex Royals. And she got like so many. I was one of them. I subscribed immediately. I was supporting her. I didn't know she was over there acting a fool. So she didn't have to buy bots then. Now she's buying bots. Now she's being a fake-a-do because she wants to pretend that she is popular when she's not. So I'm answering my question, side chat here, is that when she first got her first website, didn't it like blow up? Like it was like it surpassed Catherine and Williams. Like that's how big her website was. Instantly. She was liked instantly. She was getting her just due. But now she has to buy bots. Why? Why is she buying fake people? Going down with the ship. He already went down. Okay, Scaby was an intern at a newspaper with Pierce Morgan. He ain't working there no more. Let me know if he's got a job. Raw News said cooking show got 526 views. That's it? I know. I mean, no. And it's gonna slow down now. It's slowing down.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it.
Netflix would be stupid if they didn't regret the deal. And I've heard somewhere they're keeping her for the dirt when the divorce hits. They ain't got no choice. They gave her $85 million and she has nothing to show for it. She probably made him sign something that says he can't write anything bad about her. She probably made him. All gloves are off during divorce. I bet Meg gets angry the fact she can't make us sign an NDA. Yep, shut up, Letitia. I believe it. Oh, they have an expiration date. I didn't know that. Shoot. The Endgame book. Yep. Any friend of Meghan is a loose definition of a friend. Yeah. You can't be her friend. She's not real. Letitia, did you ever see the video of one of the mothers of those kids in New York talking about what happened? I think she burns a magazine with Meghan on it or something. Anyone see that? I did see it. Let's see. Let me just see. Hold on, guys. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I think they took it off, didn't they? Okay, no, I can't find it. Okay. Oopsie daisy.
In a success.
It was to be expected. I mean, even on my channel, I talked about how when she did archetypes, it did well the first day or two, but eventually people drop off. And that's exactly what I predicted would happen for this series. And to come out and make it look like it's a win so prematurely just shows that you're just trying to grab onto any kind of success rather than trying to be a success.
I like that. Her show is a drop off. We dropped it off. It's been dropped off. It was a drop off. It was a pass by. Oh yeah, she used him. She used Obed Scobie. She uses everybody. She uses Harry like a ping pong. She uses everybody. Jessica Maloney. She used that girl that she met in the UK that was a model that was showing her around until she met Harry and she stopped talking to her. Meghan throws you away when she's done with you. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. You're no use to me. But like her cooking show, she needed some friends. She didn't have any black friends. Where was Kerry Washington? Wow, what a skis. How did Pierce get out of that? Or do you think he wasn't a part of that? I don't think he was. She fumbled the bag. I hope they drop her. They can't. They trying to get their 85 million. What idiot would just hand over $85 million? You give that money in pieces. You do this project and then you come over here and do this project. I know. It was cute. She drew me on her iPad. So cute. I do. Mommy looks fat though. Mommy looked fat. Look how big Mama is. She is wide as all get out. I'm losing weight. I can feel it. I know. What a waste of money. What a waste of money. And here she go. I'm partnering with Netflix. No, you owe Netflix some money, so you got to keep working with them until you fulfill your obligation. Excuse me. I'm partnering with my business partners, Netflix. Netflix has got you by the horns, girl, and telling you, look at here. We gave you $85 million. And we are going to want to see that money, even if you're going to have to work next year, second season. She's costing them money. Hello, Dale. Hey, girlfriend. What were you saying? Trevor got her the Suits gig. She failed several auditions. Trevor knew the producer who owed him a favor. She was then hired. Then she dumped Trevor. Oh, yeah, she used him. She only needed him for a short amount of time because he wasn't going to be able to get her where she needed to be. She figured. Hello, Michelle. I hope y'all enjoying it. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, share. Hit the like button, share. And there's always super chats. Thank you for those. But mostly it's free. All you got to do is hit that like button. Dale, let me know if you want to come in, CCC. I remember seeing him answer questions outside of his door. Would that be a setup to just look like they caught him naturally leaving? I thought it was odd. Yeah, it's boring. Hello, Diddy Dop. That's what they're trying to do. Highly sensitive. They're trying to get their money back. Susan, Camilla, I'll see you there. I'm going to chill on the paragraphs for a minute, but I'm still watching, listening. Okay. Yeah, fake Meghan buying fake people, Sue. Because she has no fan base. The sugars left aren't being paid. Oh, wow. Her ship is sinking so fast. It is. She thought, by promoting it, it was going to be a success on Drew Barrymore. She went around promoting it like it was a book.
And
like
that's what we
movie.
expected. It happened, and it will continue to happen. Meghan is on a losing streak, and if you can't top the show that they did really well, that when you were talking badly about the royal family, you're never going to have success with anything unless it's talking badly about the royal family. And Netflix did know that. I mean, I think what happened, they wanted her to do a spy on the wall type of show with her children. They didn't want to do that. Netflix was really trying to get her to do something they knew would do well. They knew this was going to happen. And so we're just waking up to the reality. They're just trying to fill out their time now to get through this contract, I believe, and then off to other people's shows, because they know it's not going to do well, anything that they do, because Meghan and Harry, they don't want to do what they need to do to win. And that's unfortunate for them, because that's why you left the royal family. You left to give up the life that you had to try to make money. Well, here in America, the only really way you're making money is doing the things that make you uncomfortable.
She is hot tonight.
It's going to happen. And so we're just waking up to the reality. They're just trying to fill out their time now to get through this contract, I believe, and anything, unless it's talking badly about the royal family. And Netflix did know that. I mean, I think what happened, they wanted her to do a spy on the wall type of show, but eventually people drop off, and that's exactly what I predicted would happen for this series. And to come out and make it look like it's a win so prematurely just shows that you're just trying to grab onto any kind of success rather than trying to be a success. And that's what we expected. It happened, and it will continue to happen. Meghan is on a losing streak. And if you can't top the show that they did really well, that when you were talking badly about the royal family, you're never going to have success with anything unless it's talking badly about the royal family.
Yeah, you ain't got no more dirt on them.
Netflix did know that. I mean, I think what happened, they wanted her to do a spy on the wall type of show with her children. They didn't want to do that. Netflix was really trying to get her to do something they knew would do well. They knew this was going to happen. And so we're just waking up to the reality. They're just trying to fill out their time now to get through this contract.
Meghan keeps thinking that she's the star of the family. Meghan keeps thinking that she's the it girl, that everybody wants to see her and see her cook. You did 8 episodes of hanging out with some renter friends, and you wasn't relatable. You bored us. You didn't have any real tricks except for the balloon. And I did like the rainbow. Not that it's new. But she's at the bottom now, guys. Meghan has hit the skid road. She's at the bottom. She has nowhere to go after this. What's after this? Instagram. That's it. Posting on Instagram. That's all I see. Yes, it did. It's still kind of jacked up, but it's coming back. Yep. The woman doesn't show her face, if I remember correctly. dropped off in the drive-by. Dropped $85 million to buy Ted Stand a knighthood. Yet I don't understand why the world hasn't thrown her in a dumpster with grizzlies. Oh, snap. Because she keep popping up. She's writing stuff in the sand. It's 2025. She keeps popping up. It's a dress, mommy. My kids drew me like that too, and I was 110 pounds at the time. No, she being for real. Marcia. I like what P. Dinah is saying. She's doing it. She's telling us for the first time, she's admitting that it's over for Meghan. Like she's hit rock bottom. And I knew she had hit it when she did the 2-hour car chase and that other stuff she was doing. It's just been time passing. She jacked out when she called the family racist. That ended her. Because she can't get anything off the ground that's going to work that people like. She doesn't have a talent to be an A-lister. Sussex now. I'm Sussex now. Grizzlies wouldn't touch her. No meat or her use pigs. They eat anything and everything, even the bones. Thank you, SEJ. Please like, share, and subscribe. It all helps my channel. It does. I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe, would share my video, and you guys are the one that's going to help make it bigger. And I don't need it to be bigger, but to bring more people in like us. Couldn't they sue her for the money back? Heather. Jesus, I don't look back. Good point. Throw her in a tough then. So much talent right here on YouTube. If they wanted to take a risk, should have taken it on someone that brings viewers. Yeah, someone that's gonna bring that spark, that entertainment, that fun, that just that a natural self instead of an actor acting.
Leave and then off to other people's shows because they know it's not going to do well, anything that they do, because Meghan and Harry, they don't want to do what they need to do to win, and that's unfortunate for them because that's why you left the royal family.
Yep.
You left to give up the life that you had to try to make money. Well, here in America, the only really way you're making money is doing the things that make you uncomfortable. And if you don't want to do that, you're not going to be a success. So you deserve what is happening to you. You're not going to tell us to watch this crap of a show and think you're going to have success. No, do the things you don't want to do because that's why you left the royal family. So now go do what you said you were going to do. Make that money.
She can't, P. Dinah. How's she going to make it? She is trying her hardest. She ain't listening to nobody. But she is trying her hardest. She's not listening to anyone. Zero. And so whatever they tell her, it just goes in one ear and out the next because she knows what's best. Make what money? She's not talented enough to do it. She just can't do it. She's going to revert right back to herself and start acting and pretending every time a camera is on her. Even when she was explaining the balloon thing, I wasn't feeling her. I was just focused on the balloons. I told myself, just focus on the balloons. Don't focus on what she's saying. Because she's going to be bragging about herself. Because that's all she does. Is brag on herself. That's it. Me, I, me, I, me, I, me, and me, and me, and me. She doesn't talk to the guests or ask them questions or interact with them in a way that friends do. You know, hey girl, how you doing? What's been going on? Just chilling, just having a conversation, a back and forth, not me. I didn't learn anything about Mindy. Maybe that she cooks this chocolate cake, but I learned nothing about Mindy. Oh, and that she hires people to come in and decorate for the kids' party. I learned those two things about Mindy. Everything else was about Meghan. And it was boring or made up, Taco Bell-ish, and Success Squad. But they needed it to get anything out of Meg to make the money they already spent on freaking grifters. Marcia, Gigi, you should watch With Love. Vanessa, she makes fun of Meghan's show. The second episode was hilarious. The first one was good. Okay, let's finish this up.
But you don't want to. You don't want to do what you have to do to make it. So you deserve this to lose. I feel no sympathy for Meghan and Harry for what they've done to the royal family. They need to feel hurt, really, really, truly gut-wrenching, what have we done type feelings. Because that's how we feel. We need you to feel that. Because what you did to the royal family was egregious.
Yes.
So you need to hurt in your pain to pay the price for what you did to the
Here we go.
To lose. I feel no sympathy for Meghan and Harry.
Me neither.
For what do the things you don't want to do, because that's why you left the royal family. So now go do what you said you were going to do. Make that money. But you don't want to. You don't want to do what you have to do to make it. So you deserve this to lose.
To lose.
I feel no sympathy for Meghan and Harry for what they've done to the royal family. They need to feel hurt, really, really, truly gut-wrenching, what have we done type feelings. Because that's how we feel. We need you to feel that. Because what you did to the royal family was egregious. So you need to hurt in your pain to pay the price for what you did to the royal family. You're paying the piper now. That's what we're seeing.
What you did to the royal family, what you did to the queen, how you lied on her, how you made up a story that she was racist. The things that you have done in your path they're still there. They're still lingering. You can't just shut the door on the royals. Take the name, take Harry, take everything, take the clothes, take the money, and say, I'm out. Peace. I'm leaving. I'm out. Okay? Left. Cadoodled. Treated them like crap-ola. Didn't need to. Unless she was trying to conjure up something with Oprah and Netflix so she can make these deals. Because they wanted the dirt. But there wasn't any dirt to have. It was just Meghan's made up imaginational 2-hour car chase stuff. They're not going to give Archie any security because he's black. Oh, what are y'all talking about over here? Yeah, I'm going to need her last name. God, I'm so glad she's letting me do my video. I'm just so scared she's going to walk up to me any moment. She called her a diva. She said, "You are a diva." She is a diva. Hello, Meghan, idiot. She's worse than Mariah. Mariah ain't got nothing on Meghan. Meghan is diva looking the book. My name is Sussex now. Netflix had to do voiceovers after filming of Meg asking questions because when filming, she only talked about herself and never spoke to her fake pals and chef. She wasn't talking to them. She was just focused on the food and whatever was in front of her. Just like a robot. She was a robot. And smiling and faking it and smiling and faking it. 1, 2, 3, cut. Go, Meghan. Put it on. Put on the act. Vanessa, okay, thank you. Okay, I'll pull it up after this. Only thing she missing is her guest. She needs some guests. Yes, P-Dinah was on it. Well, morons keep saying they left the royal family. They were asked to leave. Get out. I don't know. You think so, Dell? The queens look. Meghan would have said as much. Meghan would have told her that. She would have said the queen kicked us out. Because Meghan couldn't wait to get over here and tell him about the chocolate, the kid, what color the kid was going to be. Yeah. Oh. How does MM get all these people to risk everything for her? MM isn't charismatic, sincerely believable, or charming at all. She's none of that. Her mask slips every 5 minutes. Is MM really just lucky finding the dumbest people? Because she's the Duchess of Sussex. She's walking in the room demanding and letting you guys know I'm the head person in charge over here. I'm in control. Ain't nobody. Harry is not the most important person over here. It's me. That's why she doesn't have any friends and people don't want to be around her. And they just, like the lady that we just got through listening to. We just got through listening to this lady talk about Meghan was lying about not knowing who Harry was before she met him. Woo, jeez, that was something. Yeah. Uh-oh. Seinfeld double dipping the chips. Was she? I think Netflix lied about her reaching number 6, just like it eventually came out. They inflated the ratings for their Harry and Meghan docuseries. Yep, and they wanted to get an award for it. When she embarrassed Mindy by saying, "I'm a Sussex now," and making fun of her accent when she said, "Look," was cringe for Mindy. I know she did kind of make fun of it, but I don't know. Like, Meghan didn't understand her. And I said, "Oh, she's saying, look, your lock." And yeah. That's why Mindy can't be friends with her. Because she's superficial. She ain't real. She just can't be friends. Just, she was like, "I like your style." Then she started talking about what she had on. "I have on this and Chanel and Cartier." Okay. And Cartier and Valencia, whatever names they got for them high price clothes. Meghan, Valencia, Cargo, and Gucci-fied. Just the world for today is blackmail. Shoot. I wonder what she would have. Oh, I remember you were telling me that. She understood her. She was doing that over bad acting. Yeah. It was so bad. It was cringing. It didn't work. I didn't connect with her. Even when she was doing the balloons and I wanted to. I said, "Letitia, you're gonna do something different. You're gonna watch this show without trying to be so critical. Okay? Give it a chance." And so I did. And this is my take on it. It is. This is my take on it. The balloons was a nice touch. The rainbow fruit was nice. She had on a pretty dress at the end. But like I said, those sandwiches wasn't edible. Those sandwiches she made wasn't edible for kids. And what she got to do? Where's her shirt? No shirt?
Yeah, I tried to get it over, but
she won't let you?
She ran through.
Yeah, every episode, yeah. I couldn't tell if she was changing clothes or not because they were all beige. Everything was beige. So the only time I noticed that she changed was at the end when she had on the blue, kind of like a flower dress. In this flowery, like, concoction they had made and set up the food in different little areas. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't kid friendly. Oh, Gigi, I just made up a name. I don't know. if I was even pronouncing that correctly. Mindy had to be trolling, talking about Meghan's ugly, beige clothes. Mindy, she was trolling. Mindy had the nice Canterbury shirt on. It was nearly 2,000 from Valentino. Oh, SCJ, y'all know y'all stuff. Okay, because I didn't know. So she had on Valentino and Chimberry shirt. Chimberry. See? Know nothing about it. But, and if I had people coming over, be like, oh, that's nice. I like that. Now, if they ask me where I got it from, then I'll tell them. Oh, girl, I don't remember. I got this at this one store 2 years ago, or something like that. But I don't think I would be, Valentino, Cardigo, and Chambery. I love that dress. The dress is beautiful. The dress was beautiful. I think that's the best she ever looked. At least the top up. It's what comes out of her mouth. Everything looked okay. I'm supposed nothing exciting or new, but lots of boring, shot, crazy talk every episode. Yeah. Talking about she went to Jack in the Box and her name is Sussex. And that's my kid's name. That's our family. That's what she said. She said, that's my family name. It's our family name. Mm-hmm. And I love that. And I want to cherish that. It means so much to me. It really, really does. And Mindy looking at her like, girl, you have lost your mind. Because I was like, okay, who cares? Like, nobody cares about, like, seriously. You have guests come over. They know who you are. And you want them to call you a certain name? My mom and them don't be going around talking about calling me my husband's last name. This is stupid. Nobody does that. Only Meghan. Hey, SCJ and SCJ, can you make the chat go regular if it's not already doing it? Okay, let me get back over here.
From what I can see, the only people who seem to be totally on board with Meghan when it comes to these shows, which, let's be honest, are just clearly not good, because I can show you all of the left-wing publications, Pete Diner, have all turned on this show. It's not a political thing. It's just that the show is unquestionably bad. Even the San Francisco Chronicle has given it a terrible review. But there are the people who I call the race baiters, who are the ones that want to create a narrative that the bad reviews are about something else, P. Diner. And there's a publication called Hello Beautiful. And they posted, Meghan Markle's new Netflix cooking show With Love Meghan has received dozens of hateful reviews. But are the negative critiques rooted in the belief Black women don't deserve a soft life? And I'm like, well, okay, they've posed a question there. So then I went and actually read this piece, and it is totally race-based in
I can't imagine
my
if we
view.
willingly throwing
They
our legacy
say
away.
Underneath every anger-tinged sentence about what Meghan is doing on screen is the sentiment that there is something else she should be doing. Perhaps it's her freedom as a Black woman, not the content itself, that ticks critics off. Do you think there's been any type of racist undertone to the criticism of this series, as Hello Beautiful claims?
I don't know.
I think it's hard to think this is about racism when you look at Meghan and you don't even see a Black woman. How can that even be about race? She looks like an Italian, Hispanic, white woman. Okay, that's the reality. So when people say that, it's just an excuse to have a reason for why people are treating her that way. And it's also showing not wanting to be accountable to the reality of what this is. This show is just not very good. And you know, when people do things, they're going to get pushback when it's just not good. And when you want to say that something is about race, and you clearly can see that she's not a Black woman, we're just looking at you with the side eye all day long, because it's like, wait a minute, no, we're looking at her for the content that she's putting out, and it's just not good. People can't relate to it. And I think people that do this, they do a disservice to people in general that need to be better, to heighten your ability to come at with your best. And Meghan has just not done that. And it's a disservice to Meghan to do what she needs to do to make the money, because no one is looking at her and thinking this is really, truly a Black woman. I mean, when has she ever tried to even express herself as a Black woman?
Well, and she admits
her
herself,
hair?
doesn't she? She admits herself that actually no one viewed her as a Black woman until she joined the royal family. And actually, no one even viewed her as a Black woman when she first started dating Prince Harry. It was Harry who decided to thrust the issue of race into the public domain with that first statement that Jason Canal did not want released, that Prince William did not want released, that King Charles did not want released. But we do see Narinder Kaur, your old debating chum here on Outspoken, going down a relatively similar path. But she, again, thinks, Pete Diner, we've got this wrong. And somehow... Well, let me show you what she said. So she posted on X, firstly, with love, Meghan has backfired spectacularly on the British MSM and the haters who think they can bring her down. Meghan Sussex, sorry, it made me laugh so much that she's using the Meghan Sussex thing. Meghan Sussex has more charm and kindness in her little finger than the whole establishment put together, and the world loves her. Now, I will let you respond, P. Diner, of course, but I just want to show you the video that accompanied that X post.
Everybody's talking about it, and I love how With Love Meghan Sussex's new show on Netflix has backfired spectacularly on mainstream media and all the haters in Britain. It's backfired because they thought they'd do reviews, slagging it off, salating her, thinking the public were going to be behind that, saying, yeah, we agree. But what happened was the public watched it, stateside and in Britain, all of the world, and said, actually, she's a really lovely woman. She's charming. She's caring. She's a giver. We love how she's doing this cooking. She's obviously loyal to her friends. She's smart. She's got more charm in her left eyelash than that entire royal family, who obviously hated her, were jealous of her because she posed a threat, because she's just genuine. She's real, and we love her. Everyone is loving it, and I am here for it. I am here for the tide to turn for Meghan finally. She's shown the world, I'm okay. The mainstream media, stop listening to them. And I think the British media, TV and newspapers, online, whatever, you need to stop now, because you're beginning to make yourselves look really embarrassing and hateful people who've got nothing nice to say about a couple who take nothing from the taxpayers and just live in their own life. So really embarrassing and hateful people who've got nothing nice to say about a couple who take nothing from the taxpayers and just live in their own life happily.
They are.
Leave them alone. Leave her alone. Do you know how hard it is for a non-white woman to show up without continually being berated and slaving? She's obviously loyal to her friends. She's smart. She's got more charm in her left.
That's that stupid stuff.
You are beyond being told anything that is a mistake. I mean, we all do mistakes. We all make mistakes. We can always sort of try and think, oh, God, I wish I hadn't done that. And then
hold on, guys. Yep, it's going haywire because I moved it. Here we are. This was so good. I was really digging it.
and all the so-called friends that she invited, oh, you're so wonderful, you know. So it goes to your listen to
stateside and in Britain, all of the world, and said, actually, she's a really lovely woman.
Thinks, P. Dinah, we've got this wrong. And somehow,
we got this
well, let me
wrong,
show you what she
y'all.
said. So she posted on X, firstly, with love, Meghan has backfired spectacularly on the British MSM and the haters who think they can bring her down. Meghan Sussex. Sorry, it made me laugh so much that she's using the Meghan Sussex thing. Meghan Sussex has more charm and kindness in her little finger than the whole establishment put together, and the world loves her. Now, I will let you respond, P. Dinah, of course, but I just want to show you the video that accompanied that X post
Everybody's
first.
talking about it. Actually, she's a really lovely woman.
She's a really lovely
charming.
woman.
She's caring. She's a giver. We love how
She's a
she's doing this
giver.
cooking.
She's caring.
She's
That's what
obviously
she
loyal to her
wants you to
friends.
think.
She's smart. She's got more charm in her left eyelash than that entire royal family, who obviously hated her, were jealous of her because she posed a threat.
Oh my God. Did you hear what this lady is saying? That she posed a threat to the royal family as if Meghan is that popular? That's that stupid stuff. The royals made her famous. That's why she can do the stuff that she's doing, lady. Okay? Yes. And no, the royal family tried to help her. They embraced her. They were her friend. They made her a part of the royal family. Hello. Hello. What do you guys think? Is she talking a whole bunch of rubbish? Gigi, Meghan Sussex, charm and kindness. Okay. Hello. It goes through this for another 2 or 3 minutes. Come on, come on. Be nice to me, please.
Because she's just genuine. She's real.
She's genuine.
And we love her.
She's
to her
real.
Friends. She's smart.
What are you watching?
She's got more charm in her left eyelash than that entire royal family, who obviously hated her, were jealous of her.
They did
because
not
she
hate
posted.
her. Did you not see the wedding? Is these people blind? What are they looking at? They are disillusioned. Yeah, what is she talking about? They're jealous. Jealous of what? Her fame, her fortune, her A-list friends. Like, come on. Jealousy. And a giver. She's a giver. That's stupid stuff. Yeah, what this woman has done to the royal family and the Commonwealth, but she didn't do it alone. Did she? Bloody Harry. I can't wrap my head around the whole situation. It's too much. I think the lady is delusional.
Threat, because she's just genuine. She's real, and we love her. Everyone is loving it, and I am here for it. I am here for the tide to turn for Meghan finally. She's so
the tide has turned.
I'm okay. You had the mainstream media, stop listening to them. And I think the British media, TV and newspapers, online, whatever, you need to stop now, because you're beginning to make yourselves look really embarrassing and hateful people who've got nothing nice to say about a couple who take nothing from the taxpayers and just live in their own life happily.
So
leave them alone. Leave her alone. Do you know how hard it is for a non-white woman?
They're out in the opening. Meghan just put out this book, this show, Cooking with Tips, and now we can't say anything about it. We can't have an opinion. Hello. We can have an opinion, girlfriend. More charm in her left eyelash. That'll be the eyelash she removes when she takes her makeup off. Okay? Charm. It isn't just Britain. A lot of the US don't care for her either. Hello? She treats people like garbage. That's it. I don't be gone that long. I come right back. Jeez. I hate when I have to move rooms. This is what happens. I could definitely use my husband's work laptop, but that's a whole to-do. This lady is disillusioned.
To show up without continually being berated and slated.
Well, get out the limelight. Go somewhere and sit down. Quit writing 2025 in the sand. Let this lady finish.
And these wild expectations. She's just living her best life, and honestly, good luck to her.
Pete Diner, over to you.
And slated and alone. Do you know how hard it is for a non-white woman to show up without continually being berated and slated and these wild expectations? She's just living her best life, and honestly, good luck to her.
P. Diner, over to you.
Regular expectations.
Berated and slated and these wild.
Right now, so I don't know what she's talking about in terms of that. The other thing is, you know, Meghan has done a lot of bad things that people never address when they talk about she's living her best life. She's a really nice person. She's all these wonderful things. Hello.
Good luck.
My computer is just going off.
Using the Meghan Sussex thing. Meghan Sussex has more charm and kindness in her little finger than the whole establishment put together, and the world loves her. Now, I will let you respond, P. Diner, of course, but I just want to show.
And hateful people who've got nothing nice to say about a couple who take nothing from the taxpayers and just live in their own life happily.
I'm going to have a one-on-one.
Leave them alone. Leave her alone. Do you know how hard it is for a non-white woman to show up without continually being berated and slated and these wild expectations? She's just living her best life, and honestly, good luck to her.
P. Diner, over to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, what she was saying in the beginning there, things are not what she is saying. This show has gone down in the ratings. Hello. I mean, we all knew in the beginning it was going to be a lot of people watching it just to see what she had to, you know, say for this show that had so many people talking about it.
Right, Heather.
And it's going down in the ratings right now. So I don't know what she's talking about in terms of that. The other thing is, you know, Meghan has done a lot of bad things that people never address when they talk about she's living her best life. She's a really nice person. She's all these wonderful things. Hello, have we seen the information that came out about Meghan being a bully to her staff? Hello, do you know that Meghan's father has been completely distant from her only because Meghan chooses to never speak to her father again for things that Meghan still continues to do in terms of bringing in people to take you know, wanted to have his children in his life. Meghan said, get rid of your children or you're never going to speak to me again. Yeah. What kind of person that is really the kind of person that she is saying Meghan is here does that? What kind of person does all the things that Meghan has done to the royal family, to Charlotte? You know, you have to look at both sides. And I know people really want Meghan to be a winner and to show up and be all these great things. But the reality and the truth is she isn't. Address the things that this woman has done, the trauma that she has caused her own staff. Really mention these things and understand that Meghan has done things that are not nice to the royal family. I mean, you look at what came out in that book, Endgame, how it just secretly came out, this Dutch version of this book that said the names of the king and Catherine are the racists in the royal family. You tell me with a straight face that Meghan didn't have anything to do with that. You see, what Meghan does is that she does things in the
speed of the chat. It is so slow. I just typed something in and it didn't even go through. Yeah, it's so slow. Let me try it again. Okay, it's working. It was my end. It might have been my end. But I like P. Dinah. She's hitting all the marks. She's not taking it. She never takes accountability.
in a very sneaky, calculating way. She shows up to try to find ways to make it look like it's others, but behind it all, it's Meghan. She's doing all of these things, these nasty things that she doesn't want to have her fingerprints on them.
Right.
But when you really look closely and honestly, they have Meghan's fingerprints on them. So I don't know how you can say this person is very nice and all these wonderful things, but never address the real reason why people do not really take to Meghan.
Right.
And that's a good reason, because I always say this. Imagine if Meghan showed up married to someone in your family.
Right.
And she did the things that she did to the royal family. She did it to your family.
Hello.
Okay. What would you do? How would you then feel about this woman? Would you still think she's a nice woman? No, you would call it out. And that's what people have to understand. She's just not a great person. She's not what she wants us to believe.
No, and the thing is, P. Donny, you actually see whether people are nice people or not within the royal family just by the way that they interact with the public. And as what I call the palate cleanse, can we just take a look at this beautiful moment between Prince William, the Prince of Wales, and a woman, flame-haired woman, who he was meeting. And she really struggled with the selfie, right? She really struggled to take the selfie. Now, number one, could you even imagine Meghan bothering to do a selfie with a member of the public? No way. She never did. Just didn't happen. But William realized that this woman thought she'd taken the photo and she hadn't. And rather than just walk away, the way that Meghan would treat members of the public. Watch.
Fantastic. I wish I had hair like that.
Is that William?
I've lost the chance.
Touching her. No issues with body contact. Yes, oh, wasn't that lovely?
It's really nice. I think when people look at William and Catherine, for that matter, there really is this it factor that you just can't quite touch. And you feel it, and it's genuine. It's that inner thing that we feel when we see someone. And that's what people get when they see William. He seems very authentic. I mean, to take the time to redo that and to really show that you really care and that you wanted her to have the picture, and by touching her and just being sincere, we feel that that is real and genuine. And that's what people crave. That's what people want. And that's why they're so beloved, and why Meghan isn't, because we know she would show up in a very fake way. The one way you can tell Meghan is always really fake is that she's always smiling. She always looks desperate to be liked. And I think that's what people don't really like about her. One of the things. And so I just feel, that she just doesn't have it. She doesn't have the it factor. And that's her problem. And, hey, we can't really look at her and think, well, we just don't like her just to not like her.
Right.
No, there's real gut feelings people have that they sense that give cause for these criticisms. And the sooner Meghan recognizes them and others that are her fans, I think the sooner she can try to be a better person. She needs to understand this is just not winning for her. And her fans need to realize it as well.
Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent.
Delicious. I don't know how else to put that, but that was a good one. Yes, it has to be one of my favorite so far. We're gonna look at Vanessa. Okay, come on now. Okay, here's the second episode. See, it just starts doing stuff on its own. All right, stop it. Stop it. Okay, this episode is kind of long. We'll see how much we get through.
Joyful fragrance of a pure white hyacinth. Welcome to With Love, Vanessa, episode 2. You'll never guess what. My gorgeously fragrant and joyful grandchildren, AJ and Cecily, are coming to stay the night at Felts Towers. How am I going to elevate their experience? How am I going to spread joy, happiness, and euphoria? Stay tuned and you'll find out.
Trying to get her bigger.
AJ and Cecily are coming to stay with me at Felts Towers. And as far as I'm concerned, nothing says, your grandma loves you. Come to your bubba. Let me kiss you. Oh my gorgeous, let me have a little bite of your cheeks. Better than making them a fantastic, abundant platter of delicious fruit and vegetables. And that is why I'm going to take this banana and,
Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, bliss, the joyful fragrance of a pure white hyacinth. Welcome to With Love, Vanessa, episode 2. You'll never guess what. My gorgeously fragrant and joyful grandchildren, AJ and Cecily, are coming to stay the night at Felts Towers. How am I going to elevate their experience? How am I going to spread joy, happiness, and euphoria? Stay tuned and you'll find out. AJ and Cecily are coming to stay with me at Felts Towers. And as far as I'm concerned, nothing says, your grandma loves you. Come to your bubba. Let me kiss you. Oh,
Yeah,
gorgeous. Let me have a little bite of your cheeks.
Real quick.
Better than making them a fantastic, abundant platter of delicious fruit and vegetables. And that is why I'm going to take this banana and hail that gorgeous aroma of banana, absolutely delicious. And I'm going to give it a nice little chop, 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 but only in the kindest possible way. You know, I'm not chopping, of course, in a violent way. This isn't a kind of Lorena Bobbitt style chop. There's nobody whose intimate male member I'm thinking of or remembering in really quite vivid detail as I chop. Or maybe there is maybe one particular member that I am thinking of as I chop. But I'm going to try and banish those thoughts and elevate myself and you. And I'm going to chop, 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 chop. Take that, you damn, take that, you beat. Oh, sorry. Oh. And I'm going to elevate the whole experience. And the thing I'm going to do now is just arrange the banana in little circles of sunlit joy, because, you know, the circle spells eternity and it spells circle, and here's the banana, and I'm just clustering the banana in an aesthetically pleasing way in order to elevate it. Then I'm going to take this satsuma, which I think is left over from Christmas or possibly Hanukkah or whatever you might want to call the holidays. Satsuma. And as I do so, I'm going to channel all those feelings of abundance, gratitude,
Yep,
latitude,
that's what she said.
platitude, all sorts of
These
rectitude, of course, which has nothing to do with the rectum, but all the sorts of words that end in tude. And I'm just going to do that. And here we are. And it's lovely, lovely Satsuma smelling of Christmas. And I'm going to just arrange the segments a little like, there's a bit of a shame it's not a Terrier's chocolate orange. This is just a genuine Satsuma, nice and juicy, just in the way I used to be before menopause. Quite 20 years now into it. I'm not nearly as lubricious as I used to be, but doesn't mean I've lost the inclination altogether. Anyway, so there we have the lovely, look at this, a really gorgeous melange of banana and Satsuma. And I'm going to introduce the Tesco carrot baton, which is always, look at that lovely, beautiful kind of orange carrotish color. It says carrot, it says crispy, it says grandchildren, you may hate vegetables, you may really wish I was chocolate. I'm not, I'm a lovely orange bit of carrot.
Yeah.
Excellent for your eyesight, of course. So look at that, a nice batch of carrot. Little ones, little cherry tomatoes, also in a little batch and a little sort of village, I'd say, a little tomato village, little tomatoes being neighborly with one another in a very sweet, kind of adjacent, it takes a village to raise a tomato kind of a way. So I've got the cream of the banana, I've got the orange of the Satsuma, the slightly darker orange of the carrot, then I've got the lovely scarlet red of the tomato. Now I'm going to go in full scale with a cucumber. Why not? I'm going in with a cucumber.
Yes, she is, Heather.
And
okay.
No, not the recycling, the non-recycling bin. And then I'm going to chop these lovely circular, spherical, globe-shaped pieces of cucumber. And that's a lovely looking thing, isn't it? Now we've introduced green. And green is the colour that you would like to be seen. And people will feel, especially my grandchildren, Grandma's been thinking of me. And she's really beautiful selection of fruit and vegetables there. And this is the point at which a reality check hits me between, the solar plexus and the heart, really. And that is the fact that Netflix just has not even realized that With Love Vanessa is an entity. And I know that some of you are very kindly crowdfunding for a kitchen island for me. And that is very kind of you because, no woman is an island. And no woman is a woman without a kitchen island. And I badly need and want one. So thank you very much. And let me just check with Mark, who's behind the camera. You think I'm doing this alone. I'm not. Mark is my cameraman and friend, very close personal friend. Mark, how are we doing with the crowdfunding for the kitchen island?
£8.63.
£8.63. Well, that's progress. We had nothing at this time last week. So thank you very, very much, all you generous benefactors who've given towards the kitchen island. As we all know, the moment Netflix takes up this show, I will borrow a better kitchen with a kitchen island. Anyway, this is where reality really kicks quite hard because frankly, I haven't made any money out of this show, Vanessa with Love, and I can't really afford much more of this very expensive fresh fruit and vegetables. I've kind of run out now. My supply's over, but I cannot give my grandchildren, AJ and Cecily, a half empty, half fruit, half vegetable platter. That wouldn't look good. So the thing to do in these circumstances is you just dig deep. You just dig deep within yourself, deep within your larder. We've got to cut our coat according to our cloth and our fruit according to the money we have. And so I'm thinking, well, what else can I use to pad out my fruit platter? And I'm thinking, well, what are the staples that I have around and about me? And I mean, I've got a few things in. I'm not starving here. So I was thinking a dollop of coleslaw would be a good thing. And I could make it look like a cloud. Don't you think? I mean, always look on the bright side of every cloud, which has a silver lining and even a silver plated lining. And I was thinking, dollop of coleslaw here in a cloud shape. Look at that. And then dollop of coleslaw here. So we've got a kind of beautiful, symmetrical serendipity about the coleslaw. No one can say coleslaw is not a veg. Right. So I was thinking that would be nice.
It's not a vegetable.
But it's still a bit of a half-empty platter. I'm sorry about this. It's a budgetary situation. So I thought somehow on this lid, it says on the tin, spaghetti hoops, but I also call them noodles because I think that's an elevated way of describing spaghetti. So I'm thinking, you know, spaghetti hoops, noodle hoops, as we call them. And I'm using a heart-shaped spoon. Look at that. That really adds to the elevation of this. And I think if you try to kind of extract the hoops from the sauce, you don't want too much sauce kind of liquefying the platter. But if you see, this is a very pretty thing. Very pretty. Concentric circles of noodles, which I'm going to put on both sides to have this beautiful symmetrical vista. And it's looking a little like a painting at this point, a still life. I mean, it might be a bit like a Picasso, quite frankly. I'm not quite sure. It's slightly garish now. I've added the spaghetti or noodle hoops, as I call them. Then I thought, baked beans, you know, good for the heart. And other things we'll draw a veil over right now. But, you know, lovely, nutritious, rich in fiber.
Not look good.
And just about within my budget at the moment. But as soon as Netflix coughs up, I wouldn't like to say cough up over a platter. That wouldn't be an elegant way of describing it. But as soon as Netflix does, you know, we're away. So the platter's looking fuller now, more bountiful, more abundant. Hang on, sorry about that, everybody. This is a very cheap microphone. Hang on, where have I lost the... this is meant to be the magnetic thing that the microphone sticks to. As soon as we make some dosh... Oh God, how does it work? I have no idea. Hang on, let's do it like this. That's better. Ignore the microphone. Ignore the magnetic strip. And now we just need to pad out this a little bit. So I was thinking, what else have I actually got? I've got a can of sweet corn here. I've got a couple of ready peeled eggs. And that's basically what I've got. I haven't really got... Oh, I know what I've got. Being a woman of a certain age, I am partial to the odd dried prune. So I thought dried prunes would be good. What do you think? Because no one can say they're not fruity. No one can say they're not fibrous. And when you are of a certain vintage, there's nothing more important to life than a prune. Plus, they add a beautiful dark colour, sort of counterpoint of pruny, succulence, and gorgeous elevation, which really does pick up the colour palette of this beautiful platter somewhat. So here are the prunes, adding all you might need. You know, a smoothness as you go about your daily motions. And, you know, when you get to a certain age, you'll know exactly what I mean. There's nothing more delightful than a prune which comes to your rescue in life and you know, sends you on your way in a suitably vacant manner, which is what we all aspire to. And now, quite frankly, I'm really running low on inspiration. What else can I use? So I think I might just use the eggs. I think I would say they're from my girls, but really they're from Tesco. Tesco Express, actually, to be precise. So let's put an egg here, an egg here.
Oh, God.
And then I think just for the final touch, you know, my wonderful range of petals, which is £20 a box. Just take a few of the blue, a few of the pink, and we'll simply elevate, 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 elevate. And I think for my grandchildren, AJ 5 and Cecily 2, they will see this platter as a warm, welcoming, fruit and vegetable, eggy, pruny embrace, saying, Grandma loves you. When you have children to stay overnight, let me show you a truly elegant way to elevate their experience and also increase their personal hygiene, which is never a bad thing. Brush, which is, I think, like a little present to your teeth. It's like giving your teeth a gift, isn't it? It's like giving you the gift of shiny, sparkly teeth.
Sorry.
Won't believe that she's not perfect. She won't believe that she's not better than anyone else. And she's global. That's it. She's got global. Won't believe that.
Conspiracy. No, Meghan, you're just a witch hunt against Netflix staff members and shock threats to the royal family. It wasn't going to take long before Meghan Markle started blaming others for the increasing Netflix staff members and shock threats to the royal family. A witch hunt against Netflix staff members and shock threats to the royal family. It wasn't going to take a witch hunt against Netflix staff members and shock threats to the royal family. It wasn't going to take long before Meghan Markle started blaming others for the increasing disaster of the launch of With Love Meghan and As If.
Vanessa Felts, 62, just spilled the tea on her short-lived romance with Stefan Pierre Tomlin, aka the most swiped man on Tinder. Vanessa revealed that after 4 or 5 dinners with the 33-year-old model, the sparks just weren't there.
Wow.
She admitted she's really looking for someone she can truly connect with, someone who'll read the Sunday Times with her. But that's not all. Vanessa opened up about the controversial weight loss drug, Ozempic. She said if it had been around earlier, she would have skipped her gastric surgeries and gone straight for the injections. What do you think about Vanessa's dating stories and her take on Ozempic? Let us know in the comments. Vanessa Felts, 62, just spilled the tea on her short-lived romance with Stefan Pierre Tomlin, aka the most swiped man on Tinder. Vanessa revealed that after 4 or 5 dinners with the 33-year-old model, the sparks just weren't there. She admitted she's really looking for someone she can truly connect with, someone who'll read the Sunday Times with her. But that's not all. Vanessa opened up about the controversial weight loss drug, Ozempic. She said if it had been around earlier, she would have skipped her gastric surgeries and gone straight for the injections. What do you think about Vanessa's dating stories and her take on Ozempic? Let us know in the comments. Vanessa Felts, 62, just spilled the tea on her short-lived romance with Stefan Pierre Tomlin, aka the most swiped man on Tinder. Vanessa revealed that after 4 or 5...
Okay,
teeth, the gift of beautiful mouth hygiene, the gift of no caries, the gift of no dentist, which is quite useful in the United Kingdom where there are no dentists here rarer than hen's teeth. So give your grandchild a gift of perfect teeth and being a good kisser in future life, which is always very important. Actually, it's got me an awfully long way. Not just kissing, obviously, but as the prelude to all the other things I've had to do to get where I am today, because I did used to be a pretty ordinary person, very much like you, leading a humdrum life on a budget. And, it's great being, famous and, leading an etulated, sparkly, elevated life, but it wasn't always this way. And I do think my kiss and my personal hygiene, particularly my mouth hygiene, and a certain way that I learned to, I would say learned the art of a certain thing that I would maybe call suction in order to elevate it. I did become, quite accomplished at a certain kind of suction, which can take a girl very far indeed, I find. So, it's a combination of all of these things. You want to set this up when the child is young. So begin with the toothbrush and then continue by tying a beautiful bow on the toothbrush, which I'm doing now. This is going to be for my grandson, AJ. And I've chosen, the darker navy colored bow for him. And for Cecily, I will choose a pink bow in just a minute. So tie a lovely bow on the brush. Look at that. That's elevating the brush and making it look, quite frankly, like a beautiful personalized Christmas gift. So there we have a beautiful brush. And don't stop there. It's the little touches that really make the difference. So you invest in a tube of toothpaste. Okay, I have one here. And the next thing you do, very simply and in a very lovely piped shape, you just type a lovely dollop of minty love on the toothbrush for the child that's coming to stay, making it clear, I'm thinking of you and I'm thinking of your teeth. They're lovely. It looks like the sea. It looks like a beautiful trip to the sea. Then you I'm putting it in this delightful and elegant elevated glass with a lovely picture of Winnie the Pooh on it. You do the same thing all over again with the other toothbrush. This is for Cecily, so I'm going to put a lovely pink bow on it for her. She's an adorable little girl. And then my grandchildren, obviously, all geniuses and great beauties. And make a little pink bow on this toothbrush for her. And then we're nearly there with this lovely gesture of just affection and joy and appreciating all that life holds for young children if their teeth measure up. And if they don't, obviously they can go to Turkey when they're older, but that is quite expensive. So then we have a lovely bow. We'll add the toothbrush and a lovely sort of Hawaii Five-O, Baywatch, David Attenborough kind of Marcel Marceau kind of deep sea configuration. You put it in the glass. Now already it's beginning to look very, very special. Then you take a label, you know, which I do think is an integral way of adding elegance to any experience. You put your lovely, in this case, elastic through it. And what you write on the label, I'm going to decide to write this. Hang on, it's not a good pen. I need a better pen. Let's try this one. I'm going to write, don't.
Okay, guys, it cut out on me. It did. It totally went down. Can you guys even see me over there in the corner? Oh, man. I'm so sorry. I can't even get rid of the video because it's on my computer and my computer just went dead. So I guess we're going to call it a night, guys. Okay, she was hilarious. I liked her, especially when she got the writing everything down. Meghan always has something written down. Look, you guys can't even see me over here in this little corner. No, that's serious. That's Meghan. That is her all the way. That is her all the way. Writing stuff down. She writes on everything. Everything has a label. Even the food, even the God, really? Even the food is bad, guys. I mean, it is. She writes on everything. Okay, let me. You know, life is just hard. I was okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Ooh, what a trip. Guys, I'm on my cell phone, so I'm going to have to let you go now. That was a trip. Did you guys enjoy Vanessa? Gigi, is that what he did? That's what they did? That is too funny. Hello, Ivy. Well, she starts in the show. She gives the cameraman like a berry, like taste the berries, and she'll give him a berry or something like that. But she's always writing. She always have labels. Everything had labels. Like the goodie bag had labels. The peas had labels. The sweet peas that you grow in the garden, she made a label for them to stick in the garden so that when it grows, they'll know what's in it. They'll know it's a sweet pea. Listen to this, and I'm gonna let you guys go, I promise. Meghan gets this goodie bag, right? And she used the toothbrush. Meghan had a goodie bag. And the goodie bag had flower stuff in it, like things that you garden with, like a hose, a rake, and some other stuff that you dig dirt. Okay. She gave them that in a little pot. And I don't know what other kind of soil she put down in there. And then she gave them a pack of peas, sweet peas. Okay. Kids, sweet peas. So they can go and plant this thing and there's some sweet peas. She can't relate to kids either. This is what it tells me, that she can't relate to kids. She can't relate to anyone. I'm not going to talk about the kids, but she's not relatable. Not even to the kids. You know what? Something may be, wrong. I may be starting to feel sorry for her. Not quite yet. She's got to take somebody else's advice at least once and say, wait a minute, could it be me? Instead of blaming everybody else. You were called a bully, girl, a bully. People don't just let bullies go and then they just, okay. When you've been deemed a bully, it's serious. Reminds me of Jag and Maggie. They're bullies in my book. But, they play the victim. But no, she's a bully. She is 100% bona fide bully. The palace has said it. What's the name said it? What's his name that wrote that book? Tom Bauer. He says she's a diva. Then her staff says she's a bully. Netflix said that they were grifters. Not Netflix, Spotify. And I heard this is a new film crew, that they had to scrap it and start all over again. That's what I heard, word on the street. But no, she can't relate to even kids, which is bad. Oh God, you guys are funny. Vanessa was fun. Okay. Her toothpaste had a label. Her toothpaste had a label. Everything Meghan did had a label. When she made that breakfast, I believe she labeled what she had just cooked. She used the label so many times. She used the label for some peanut butter, just in case they have a nut allergy. They'll know not to eat this. Do people do that? Her real kitchen is pink. Ooh. How rude. How rude, Susan. Like she did on Drew. Have a cookie, then taste it. She didn't want to see Drew's photo up with Diana. So she just, it wasn't a big deal to her, because it was a big deal to Drew. It was a big deal to her. It was a big moment for her. But Meghan doesn't like when you start talking about other people other than her, because it's supposed to be all about her and her show. And so if you're going to give Diana some of my time, then I'm not happy with that. I don't even want to give Harry any of my time, but you guys keep asking about him. So here it is. My gosh, this is how she talked. My gosh, we get so busy around, and I'm picking up, we carpool together, we pick up the kids together, and, I make their lunches. I put a little note in there for them. And then it's over the top. It was funny. She's not very nice. She doesn't genuinely know how to just be a nice person. It doesn't come easy for her. Now, Ellen, she can do it. Ellen can act nice. Ellen DeGenerate, she hid her. She was a good actress. Don't feel sorry for her. She hasted the death of the Queen and Prince Philip, caused Diana's medical issues, stress along with Charles, crucified her dad and family. Susan, she did do that. You are 100% right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, thank you, Camilla. Oh, Susan, yeah, okay, Catherine's. I got it. I read in the comments of that Vanessa video that she had beef with Meghan Markle from years ago. Anybody have the tea on what went down? No. I have no idea. She probably called her network and said that she was being mistreated by Vanessa. That Drew and Diana photo thing, Meghan said, oh, and you had it here. Like Drew had ambushed her or something. It was weird. She didn't even know how to appreciate the moment. She didn't know how to say, oh, okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you showing me this picture. Diane looks so beautiful. And look at you. She doesn't know how to pay someone a compliment. Wow, she can't even do that. And when she does, she overdoes it. when she does give a compliment, it's not genuine. You're wonderful. I'm glad you're here with me. And that's what she was doing to Drew. I'm glad you're here with me. And because COVID, you know, and now we can meet each other and see each other. And everybody is so ready to embrace each other and touch again. That just not making sense. just chatting. No, Meghan, Drew was looking at her like this, trying to understand, trying to make sense of it. Okay, guys, let's call it a night. Well, you know what? I'd like to end at an even number. Or so we got 2 or 3 minutes. Anybody got anything they want to say? Did everybody hit the like button and subscribe and share? Please. Thank you. Yes, Susan. Drew had her number. Drew already knew. Drew was like, wait a minute. She's so fake. I can't even. And then the picture, that was Drew's moment, not your moment, Meghan. It was Drew's moment. And Meghan took that from her. Took a take. But isn't she always taking stuff? Yep, he dumped his family for her. All right, guys. Yeah, 1 minute. I love it. It belongs on a t-shirt. Yeah, Camilla, but not the queen. I mean, that would be a nice t-shirt. Okay. Yeah. The little one. Okay, I did miss a few thingy do littles. Okay, guys, this has been the Mimi Show. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share the video if you liked it. Okay? Have a wonderful evening.